Puerto Rico.
You don't hear the music.
Oh, you guys don't hear the music?
No, music's bumping right now.
You just like, look at these dumb motherfuckers. Yeah, look at these two idiots. They're bobbing and weaving and shit.
Yee yee. What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 36 of Two Nobodies with a Mic. How's everyone doing out there? Oh, yeah, great, yeah.
I was going to do the same shit.
Listen, thank you guys for joining us. Episode 36. We're doing it on a special day because tomorrow we got a bunch of stuff that we have to handle. But thank you for joining us. Listen, we are the gambling show of record. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead. We are live and direct on YouTube. Hit our YouTube page up, Eddie Money. Give you a shout out. You want to give a shout out? Give a shout out. I don't give a shit. But let's get out into our introductions. And everyone knows to the right, I got my main man, Rafa the Guru. What's up, Rafa?
What's up?
Yeah.
Drinking Happy Dad.
Drinking that Happy Dad. Yeah. And then, as always, we got our money-making producer, Eddie Money. What's up, Eddie Money?
What's up, man?
What's up? And then, we all know, special guest. Very hard to get to the show.
He lives very far.
Yes. He lives at Hakatomi Plaza. But everyone knows my oldest son, Hawks on the Cobes, and no one cares.
That's not my name.
Like, not his name at all.
Hawks on the Cobes, Papa. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us, Hawks.
No problem.
And then we have a bunch of special guests, and they'll be coming in, by the way, the whole show. We got our big CJs in the house. What's up, CJ? How you doing, Papa?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. We got little Ralphie Jr.'s in the house wearing that badass Seahawk hat. Dude, that hat is so sweet.
Seahawk Racing.
I was about to say, like, what? You hate Seattle?
Yeah, no. That's a Seahawk Racing team.
There's a story behind that.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, but we'll get into that. And then we have a very, very special guest all the way in from old San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
The youngest of the crew. Sonny Bobo, Sonny Flonase, Sonny Bob on the flobe. Anyway, my youngest son, Sonny Santiago, wrestler extraordinaire, just came from Puerto Rico wrestling camp. Had a ball over there.
I couldn't tell where he was from.
You're right.
He's got the whole thing
straight up geared.
I'm surprised he didn't walk out with the huge flag bearer.
Yes.
Fucking
Are we at the Olympics right now? What the fuck is going on? Yes.
Anytime he walks in a room, he has it.
Yeah, no. They got some sweet ass. Puerto Rico got some sweet ass gear and awesome. So happy. We picked him up last night from the airport. Dude, LAX is a beast, man. They got to get that shit together. Took us 40 minutes to get up in that joint. We got there and it took 40 minutes to get him. So, Sonny, thank you for joining us, man. Appreciate it. Now, episode 36. Y'all know what to do out there. If you're a true listener and follower of the show, give us your famous 36. And I'm telling you, it's going to get tougher as this shit goes along.
36 is tough already.
36 is tough. Who wants to start with the famous 36? Hawks on the Cove.
Marcus Smart, Memphis Grizzlies.
New team, name drop.
All right, who's next?
Eddie Money can go. I know who all these guys are picking.
I got the one and only Jerome Bettis.
The bus. The bus.
Here comes Shaq.
Shaq from the Celtics.
Shaq from the Celtics.
So I get stuck with Gaylord Perry.
Wow.
That's shocking
Yes.
for you.
Yeah. It's just a name, bro. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Jeez.
Don't be putting Rafa in a
Yeah,
box
don't
like
put
that.
me on a spot like that.
Come on, man.
That's J shit.
36. You know what would be interesting though to see Jerome wear number 4 with the Pittsburgh Steelers because now he could do it, right? They wouldn't
Dude.
allow those guys. Dude,
That
he
number
looked
4
so
would
bad.
be this wide.
Dude, he looked so badass in 4 at Notre Dame. He was a top G at Notre Dame. But I'm gonna go with when I think of 36 being a Raider junkie, like I called
Wow.
last week. There is a special badass cornerback named Terry McDaniel from the University of Tennessee Volunteers, and he rocked that 36 with a big long ass face mask. Terry McDaniel, 36 from your Oakland and Los Angeles Raiders, Papa. Fix on that shit.
You
Anyone
got
else?
anybody else?
That's all I got.
It's tough.
Come on, man. There's Lawyer Malloy, University of Washington.
Did Rasheed Wallace wear 36?
We're Rasheed Wallace.
Wow, that's good.
All over the league.
Where'd
too.
Rasheed go to college?
Come on.
God, why am I? What?
Are you kidding?
Yeah,
I-
I can't. Yeah, you know what?
This man should know it.
Oh shit! It's a great day to be a Tar Heel. That's right. Wow, I can't believe I.
There's no Rasheed Wallace jersey retired on
There
the.
has to be.
Of course, there has to be. Is there Antoine Jameson?
Yes.
There has to be an Antoine.
Yes.
Dude, let me tell you.
If
So,
there's Antoine, there's Rasheed.
They have their own room and it has all the players in there.
Okay.
So, Rafa, we got to take you. So, you know, my son also goes to the University of North Carolina, and they have next to the Dean Dome,
Basketball Hall of Fame. Man.
they have the sweetest basketball Hall of Fame. They have so much cool shit there. They have the spot where Jordan took the shot.
They had the shoes in the spot.
The coolest thing, Rafa,
Really?
Yeah.
the coolest thing in that whole thing of the North Carolina Basketball Hall of Fame, they have in this glass case, they have a letter written to Michael Jordan and his parents from Mike Krzyzewski saying, although we're disappointed that you're not coming to the University of Duke, congratulations. We think you're an amazing young man. I forget what exactly it says, but it's after they lost, to they didn't get him. And Krzyzewski sent a letter thanking him just for like recruiting him, which I thought I think I took a picture of it. But dude, that just goes to show you. I mean, think about how dude.
Yeah.
If Michael Jordan goes to Duke, are we all wearing, Adidas right now or some shit like that? Actually, Adidas was the school for North Carolina, but that shit blew me away. And it goes to show you that Krzyzewski, although we are Duke haters, was a top G. And to send a letter like that and not knowing who Michael Jordan was going to be, that's
Coach
pretty
K,
cool.
All-time great.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Inspire also said Robin Roberts.
Robin Roberts.
Yep.
MLB.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Robin Roberts.
And Rick Flores said Don Newcomb.
How do you not know Don Newcomb?
Big Rick, that's a good one, Papa. That's a great job. Donnie Newcomb. Leroy Butler. Green Bay Packers.
That's a good one.
Florida State. He
Leroy
was
Butler.
Dude, he was badass. He was a great, strong safety for Green Bay Packers.
Whoever is on the custom cars account right now is saying there's nothing to gamble on. Wish there was football year round.
Dude, we were just talking about that. I was talking about that with Sonny. Like, this is, the dog days of sports. Like, football can't be coming fast enough. They should have added to the preseason, not took it away.
Yeah,
They should
added
have
shit.
7 fucking preseason
Dude, that's
games.
120 players on the roster. We need preseason.
Yeah, seriously.
Seriously, man. But that's our famous 36. Thank you guys for chiming in. And, it's going to be tough this next. But we have a lot of plans for the show.
WNBA.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
No,
this,
you
man,
didn't.
this man has been possessed by his cousin, Zach
Yeah.
Herrera.
WNBA sponsored by Custom Cars.
Yeah. Something's going on with that chair. It's infected or something like
Yeah.
that. So,
Jay left something on
yeah.
there.
But we're going to have some stuff coming up with you. we're gonna slowly lead up into the NFL season. We're gonna do a top 5 position.
All time.
All time, or should we do all time?
All time.
Or coming up, we'll do a top 5 position all time leading up. So today, should we just roll into that right now and skip your fire real quick? We'll come back to
Jacob has a big "you're fired," but we can roll into the NFL and then come back. I'm okay with that.
All right.
Save it.
You're the boss, brother.
Let's do. Look at Eddie's like, what are we doing here? We have a schedule.
Eddie rips the shit. You know what would be funny if you ripped the shit?
It took me 2 days to fucking do this.
If anybody rips the shit, I
what?
lose it.
I
Fuck the schedule then, right?
Let's
fuck the
go.
schedule.
Let's go.
Fuck it, I'm out of here.
Let's go. You're fired. Let's go. You're fired, and you guys know the routine. If you want to fire somebody, just fake.
He almost Nancy Pelosi this thing and ripped the script. Like, fuck this.
If you guys want to fire someone out there, let us know who you want to fire this week. Your Fired is brought to you by Julio's Pizza, the best thin crust pizza in Southern California, hands down. You got to go try the Al Pastor pizza. Woo! I got to take Sonny. Sonny's like, he came
You
back.
like spicy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you like our pastor.
Yeah, Sonny's like, dude, are we having...
They didn't want me.
Yeah. Yeah, he was very upset that we didn't get it today.
Jacob was a big part of that.
I was.
He was the fucking ambassador. He's like, dude, I just want tacos. That's pretty much how it went down.
Pretty much how it went down. And yeah.
Why am I the one being pointed
Senor
at?
Birria, by the way. Senor Birria, right around the corner. If great freaking birria tacos. I mean, that they don't disappoint. Good stuff, but it's not Julio's Pizza.
Also not sponsored.
And they're also not sponsored, yes. So
No free shout outs.
no free shout outs. No super
We can get free shout
Cancel that one. Cut that out.
We can give
Podcast.
free shout outs.
No, listen. If we like it, we're gonna shout it out, just like Happy Dad. Happy Dad doesn't sponsor us, but dude, Rafa loves the shit out of that stuff.
Dude, and I don't like any of the
And
shit.
you-
This,
yeah,
this
Rafa
grape
only-
soda?
Dude.
This is fire, dude.
Rafa doesn't even like the best Johnny Walker. It has to be.
This is
Yeah.
something else.
Rafa's
but this,
taste
bro,
buds.
it's good. I can't believe it.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Shout out to Snoop Dogg, man, and the Nug Boys for
Death Row, baby. So let's get down to You're Fired, brought to you by Julio's Pizza. Jacob,
Should he go last? Because he's got a rant.
yeah.
All right, we'll let you go last.
Eddie Money, you have anyone you want to fire this week?
Not really like a big one. I guess just like the,
That's what she said. Giggity.
I was gonna fire the. Actually, no, I got one. Mariah Mills. Still again because she was. She like doubled down. Said like Pelican Zion, you need to figure something out, or else I'm releasing all the sex tapes. of
Dude,
them.
I heard they shut
Nobody
down.
wants to
And
see
then
that.
They shut her Twitter
Adam
account.
Silver like talked to Twitter, I guess, and got her account
Yeah, so
suspended.
He called Elon and he's like,
He put in a word.
handle it.
Dude, if you guys don't know who this is the chick that Zion got pregnant. Or wait, no. She's the side piece
Yeah.
of the or whatever, but she has put all her dirty laundry out on freaking Twitter, and Twitter shut her shit down. Which, dude, that's kind of shocking because Twitter, owned by Elon, Elon's all about, which I agree, freedom of speech. And
You can't put porn on Twitter, though.
You
Yeah,
can't.
you can.
Can you?
No, you
It's
can't.
on there all the time.
But it always gets deleted.
How did-
Always
Yeah.
gets
What?
suspended.
Yeah, bro, you guys are sick.
Hey, the people that retweet
Hey,
it.
hey.
This is all the time. I see it all the time.
how fast did Eddie say, yeah, you can?
Wow, bro.
You can, but it gets deleted after a certain amount of time because
What? Eddie Money's like 7 minutes. It's 7 minutes is the max. God, dude. Listen, I want to let you guys know, y'all motherfuckers is sick. You have a disease. Look up Pornhub, guys. You're fucking on Twitter scrolling
Yeah.
for naked women.
Hey, Jay will tell you. Jay will tell you.
He's like, the longest I've ever seen it go is 7 minutes and 37 seconds.
After that, that's it.
After that-
Musk finds it.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
Imagine there's a dude who works in the Pacific Northwest and Twitter and just
Like,
his
he
job
got it.
his job is to find porn all day.
All he needs is 7 minutes, obviously. 7 minutes.
takes
He
him-
goes.
it
He
takes
goes
him-
through it, and he's
Yeah.
okay. I'm done.
He's like, yeah, okay.
delete.
The most
Chili.
selfish human being on the planet. Wow, that's pretty funny stuff.
So anyway, so Zion's girl has been banned from Twitter, I guess.
Yes.
Right? Her ex-girl, baby, who knows what's going on
The
there.
things we learn on Two Nobodies with the Mic.
Seriously. Eddie Money, you sicko. You're young, big guy. You're young.
All right, man.
So anyway.
Who else? Rafa, you have anyone else you want to fire?
I don't have any. I guess I'll fire LeBron.
Again?
Wow.
He was wearing. I heard. I haven't seen it.
At the
So
Las Vegas?
No.
At France.
that he was wearing a grill.
Yeah.
Like, what is the max age to wear a grill? Like, is there
Should
an
be
age?
like 25.
Well, it depends.
Okay, Paul Wall's the exception. He was the grill master. That motherfucker's like the George Foreman of the grills for your mouth.
George
That's
Foreman.
it.
You can't be on a can with the grill, but it depends on the person, like their persona. That is
LeBron's not a grill guy.
Not a grill guy.
Like, I would see like Melo wear a grill.
Yeah.
sure.
But let me ask you something. If you're watching and Giannis is at a press conference telling a dumbass dad joke with a grill on,
Dude,
what do you? It doesn't look right,
that
right?
doesn't play well.
Right.
I mean, listen.
I haven't seen it, so I'm just basing it off of what Jay said.
It's
and
not
we
that
know.
bad. It's only the bottom. It's not the top.
Oh, it's only the bottom.
It's only the bottom.
not that
Oh, yeah, stupid.
If it was both, then that's too much.
We gotta get a
it's
picture of
just
this.
the bottom.
Listen, I grew up on Avenue 30 right there in North.
And it's diamond. I don't even think it's like gold.
Yeah, anyways.
I thought both top and the bottom
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. I think he's too old, and I don't,
Yeah,
don't
he
think
is
it
too
fits
old
who he
for
is.
were old.
Yeah, it's just the bottom.
Maybe he just needed caps. Like, I mean, that's
Those
a
are
thing.
diamond caps, I guess.
Damn. Fuck. No.
Maybe he doesn't brush his
Ronnie or
teeth.
Somebody like of our age would be like, "Hey, Dennis."
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
Next week, I'm gonna wear grills.
You should wear grills.
Fuck yeah.
You could definitely get some grills, Rafa.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I think you should.
40.
Okay, just get one. Just get like one right here.
No. If I get one, I gotta get the whole thing.
no,
I gotta get the whole thing.
you should get KZ.
You know
right
what?
here.
Get
Custom.
fucking Johnny Dang on the phone.
Let's call him right now.
Let's get Johnny Dang on the phone.
Yeah.
You should get Two Nobodies grill.
Oh, see, now we're losing control. Now,
Two, and then nobody's on the bottom.
now.
You get 2 and BDY.
Oh my god, what is wrong with these guys?
I think
Younger
that-
generation, man.
That'd be
Yeah,
tough.
they're on Twitter looking for porn.
Be a normal human being.
Yeah.
Go on freaking
Jeez.
a website with actual porn on it.
Yeah.
Custom Car said, "Don't ever fire LeBron, the god of basketball."
Oh
Wow.
my god.
I don't know. I don't know if you know who's on there.
Well,
I know exactly who's on there. Fred.
it's the guy.
That's
Fred.
Fred.
Fred, who says Michael Jordan is the most overrated athlete of all
Yeah,
time.
he
by
calls
the
him
way.
Mickey Jordan.
That's so awesome. I love that. Fred.
Marisol said, "Match the grill to the Rolex."
Woo!
Who said that?
Marisol,
Marisol.
There you go. There you go, Eddie.
Which one? We both.
Nugent.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Marisol.
That's-
Yes. UNC.
UNC wrestler.
So listen.
God, how do they know the Rolex came
I
out
don't
already?
know. They have Zoom on
God.
the camera.
Show it to the camera, guy.
2 minutes.
Listen,
It's gonna break it.
Officially a Rolex.
Officially, my first. I have a 50th birthday coming up, and I've been waiting for a long time, Papa. And Rafa's been a good mentor as far as Rolexes are concerned to me, and he guided me well down the path of luxury watches. And I
Young Padawan.
and- yes,
He guided you.
yes, and we pulled the trigger today. Happy Jewelers. And
Sonny was over there trying them on like you couldn't
dude,
believe.
Sonny was like, "I'll take this one and then this one with the grill on."
I thought Sonny was going to walk out of there with one.
Oh, dude.
He would have.
He would have, yes, yeah. It was a beautiful. I had so much freaking fun getting a freaking Rolex. today.
Shut up. Where'd you get it? Shut him out.
Happy Jewelers in Fullerton, amazing spot. We've heard a lot about it, but it over delivered. They gave us beers. We were popping Coors Light.
Wow.
Yeah, we just had a blast. The
Walked out with a bottle of wine, right?
bottle of wine. Gabe, the owner, was gracious, told us some great stories. We will definitely be back to Happy Jewelers.
Do we know
He's
who's,
telling the
do
story
we know who's
behind the
watched?
watch.
No. He told me I could not.
Oh, all right.
That is behind the
Clip
scenes.
that, but up until that part.
That is behind. He said, "Listen, this story stays here," and he has a bunch
Shit,
of great
that story
stories.
traveled quick.
Listen, it's the spot. Let me just say this: Happy Jewelers in Fullerton. If you want a luxury, any kind of jewelry, but he showed me who goes in there and who constantly wants the place to be shut down. He named some big names, Papa, and he's like, "We don't shut down for nobody." Nobody.
Not
Yeah.
even two nobodies.
Yeah, two nobodies. They don't even shut it down for two nobodies. Good call, Eddie Money. But yes, thank you. My first sub.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Are you firing anyone?
Papa. After that, I feel like I shouldn't fire anybody.
I agree.
Yeah,
After that,
another good note for you.
I did want to fire the San Diego Padres, but we won't go there.
We've done that plenty of times already.
Yes.
Oh, we said that plenty of time. We have plenty of time during the baseball season.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's 100 more games.
And they keep on freaking
Oh, man.
blowing games.
Well, today they won like 10-0.
Oh, did
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta score 10 to win.
They smoked him today.
they? It's crazy stuff. So,
Fred has a Giannis dad joke for you guys.
oh god,
Oh,
here we
God.
go.
He
Go
said-
ahead,
He
Fred.
said, "What do you call a fake noodle
A fake noodle.
and
Right.
a pasta?"
Wow. You know,
That's a Giannis. That's
Okay.
a Giannis deal.
Fred's on suspension from two movies.
That's a Giannis. Have you never seen Giannis
I've never
dad
seen.
jokes?
No.
Hilarious.
Oh, they're great.
Does he? I don't follow. Does he do it on?
He
does-
loves dad jokes.
He loves dad jokes. Dude, he did them like during the finals.
During the interviews, he
During
does
the
them.
interviews. He does them all the time.
Are you seeing that one video with his bell?
That's the only interview that I'm
That's the
talking
best.
about.
That's the best.
Now,
video ever.
that's
the
the
best
video I'm
one.
talking about. Yeah,
Freak on the
Giannis.
court and the freak in the sheet.
Oh, yes.
That is good.
Giannis is
That's the
he's
best
definitely a
video.
freak.
The wife's like, stop it. The wife's in the background.
Yeah.
There's kids on there.
Or if you're ever bored, go on his the comments on his wife's. You'll see Giannis in there. That's so funny ass comments.
Really? Yeah. Oh shit! I gotta follow Giannis, man.
Here's a good follow.
Middleton free agent. What do you think about that?
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We will get there for sure.
listen,
we got plenty of NBA
Listen,
tonight.
that is your fired. Brought to you by. Thank you, Fred. You're not banned. I'm sorry. I didn't know that was a thing. But that's brought to you by Julio's Pizza, Cerritos Artesia. Hit up Mary or Ziggy. They have a pastas now. We had a bomb ass fried like a spicy pasta I
Last
forget-
week.
That was
and
good.
and also the mac and cheese was fire. I mean, they're doing it out there, Julio's, man.
Rigo also gives compliments on your watch.
Ah, Reegs, what's up, player? So thanks. But that is You're Fired, brought to you by Julio's Pizza. Let's get into our favorite segment, Rafa.
He's got to fire somebody.
Jacob needs to fire.
Oh, go ahead, Papa. You're
I
up.
want to fire the Wizards GM.
Shit, you and the whole NBA.
I need an investigation on the Wizards franchise.
I don't find this wrong at all, but go ahead.
Let's talk about the origins. So let's talk about there was a huge trade yesterday.
They've traded
Multiple.
twice already. Well, 3 times. They made 3 trades already.
Okay, you traded Bradley Beal, Porzingis, and Chris Paul. You got 1 first-round pick out of those 3 guys. Make that make sense to me.
It's draft picks. They're literally flopping. You're not watching because you're kind of looking inside. Bro, they're flipping draft picks like you can't believe right now. There's literally every trade, like the last 4 picks, proposed trade to fucking so-and-so. So-and-so, so-and-so.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so for example, OKC had the same deal a couple years back. They traded Paul George, they traded everybody.
Yeah, but they got
They what, like 20 first round picks for like the next 10 years, and you couldn't get 1 for Bradley Beal, Porzingis, and Chris Paul. It makes no sense to me.
basketball is a league of expiring contracts.
I agree. I
and
agree.
And so
The best trade you made was trading Chris Paul. Which is crazy to me.
Who?
You have to-
I thought everyone was just gonna say they were going to release him.
I thought they were going to buy him out.
to get something from him.
Yeah, exactly. But Bradley Beal, you don't get 1 first round pick, and you get Landry Shamet. Like, come on, man. It's just
So listen. So
there's no one with a better trade than that.
if you look at what the Wizards did, they had max players
Yes.
in John Wall, Bradley Beal, and Porzingis.
Yes.
And that didn't work.
No,
So it didn't work. So what do?
Rafa,
You
I
blow
agree.
it up. That's it.
I agree. You blow it up, 100%. But
You're the teams you're trading. Who the fuck's going to give you? And you got lucky. The only reason that you got Jordan Poole, who today is better than Chris Paul, is because obviously there's an issue there with Jordan Poole with the Warriors, right? And that's probably
specifically with a certain guy who might not be there.
well. Now's your chance that maybe that was one of the contingencies on
like,
Draymond
be
coming
gone.
back.
But okay, that's
signing
fine.
a new deal.
I agree. I'm not saying you're wrong. I agree 100%. But the fact to me is that, okay, if you look at the first trade with Bradley Beal, you get Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, and a bunch of second round picks.
That's all you could get.
Okay, that's fine. You trade Chris Paul for Jordan Poole, who can develop and be better. He's not bad.
He will
Jordan
be-
Poole as the
Jordan
number
Poole
one
can play.
option can
He
score
had
40
a bad
points a
he
game.
had a bad playoff series or playoff run this year, but you get Jordan Poole, who's young, he can play, and you get a first round in 2030, I guess. But you get a first round, and you get a second round in 2027. To me, that's a better trade than you got for Bradley Beal. Which to me,
I agree.
You were just
I agree with
removing-
that.
You were just taking Chris Paul's contract,
I agree.
and then all of a sudden that trade developed. So in reality,
Yeah.
when they got Chris Paul, you can buy him out, and then you got nothing for Bradley Beal. But you got
You got lucky with that someone wanted to trade for Chris Paul. But if imagine if the Warriors didn't trade for him, then you really got nothing for Bradley Beal. You got
That's fine. They were willing to
Yeah.
wash their hands with it. It's dead. He's
dead
done
money.
there.
Yeah,
It's done there.
I
It's
agree.
done.
It's just I'm just saying that OKC did it right. They blew it up, but you see a future plan.
Yes.
You see
because they had a okay. The Clippers have been in win now mode for the last 8 years or 9 or whatever
Since
it is.
the new ownership.
Since so 8, 9, 10 years, whatever
Yeah.
it is. So the Thunder, they got Shea.
yeah.
So when they got Shea,
Not even
because he
that, but
was
they got
expendable for the Clippers.
I agree, but they got a bunch of first round future picks for Shea. I'm not okay. You can't agree that the Wizards moves. Okay, yes, they want to get rid of
Paul
him.
George is a better player when he was traded than Bradley Beal.
Yes,
No doubt about it.
I agree.
That's why you got all that.
I agree, but you couldn't even get a first rounder from Bradley Beal.
How are you going to give me a first rounder? Bradley Beal hasn't finished a fucking season.
He's
When-
worth a first rounder. If Marcus Smart's worth
He's
the
worth
first,
the first rounder to fucking the Pistons.
if Marcus Smart's worth the first rounder, so is Bradley Beal.
I
Marcus
agree.
They got a first and a second for Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart is a more durable, a more reliable, all-around player than Bradley Beal. I'm sorry to tell you guys that.
Okay,
Defensive
that's
MVP.
fine.
Did he win defensive MVP one year?
He's been like first team all
Yeah.
defense.
Right.
He was defensive player of the year. Has Bradley Beal even made first team all NBA?
I think so. Here's my deal with Bradley Beal. This is why I think he made $50 million a year, no trade clause. He really hasn't made a lot of noise. I think he would have fit perfect with the Lakers. So I had to bring it back for the Lakers. I always do. But I think it's because he makes so much freaking money.
He made $50 million a year.
And he's the only NBA player with the zero trade clause. So if you bring him on and you're stuck, I don't know how many more years he has with it's big money. It makes big money.
And the new CBA, that's their team for the next 5 years. The Suns.
Well, Beal's contract I think is only 1 or 2 years, so that's it.
Yeah.
So and
But
they had
you-
to match the salary. So at the end of the day, you
Okay,
think Phoenix
but-
should have given them a first round pick for Bradley Beal?
Well, they couldn't even give one because they don't have any. They
There you
gave
go,
them
then.
for Kevin Durant. That's what I'm saying is that you could have found someone that had the first to give.
He
you.
has a no trade clause. He's picking where he's going.
Yeah, that-
you think
that's the
you're
part-
shipping him off to fucking Indiana?
That's
no.
the part. But Miami was also in it. Miami could have definitely given a better offer
they
than
don't work like that.
they don't. But
They,
they
just
definitely
made
could
all.
have.
They just went to the finals, and Bradley Beal plays the same position as Jimmy Butler.
I'm just saying, in the whole grand scheme of things, the Wizards are going to suck for the next 15, 20 years.
They're okay with that. Nobody gives a fuck about the
But
Wizards.
that's my point, though, is that you're an NBA GM and you have no future plan.
Guess what
of
happened?
Being good.
But you know what? I have no future plan, but I also don't have a $50 million player on my payroll, and I don't have a turd that can't play defense, and all he does is stand around the 3-point line, and I don't have to pay him $30 million a year either.
That's fine.
I guarantee you Jordan Poole next year averages 25 points a game on that team. He will be the main guy on that team if
He's
they don't
gonna
pick
score.
anybody.
He's
going to
waiting.
score. He's been waiting.
He's been waiting for this moment.
He's probably an all-star
That's
next
fine.
year.
You remember that game where Steph Curry late in the fourth quarter throws his mouthpiece and Poole took over. He hit like a miracle shot, and I think it was a TBS game, and they interviewed Poole.
Dick is off the board.
Dick is off. Grady Dick is off the board. Everybody, just in case you're
Going to
wondering.
Toronto.
Yes, Grady Dick. I'm sure he never.
We're
got
watching the
made fun
NBA
of.
draft, by the way. If anyone
Yeah,
doesn't know.
guys. Oh, sorry, guys. Yes, we are watching the NBA draft.
He's wearing a sequence suit.
Oh,
by
yeah,
the way.
yeah. No, he
he
knew
looks
it.
like an ice skater.
He looks like with Will. Was it Will
Ferrell. I know.
Will Ferrell?
Yes.
My Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glory right here. Look
Tell
at him.
Jay that's a Blades of Glory meme waiting to happen right
it
there.
is.
Jay, I hope you're watching. So, So you don't agree with him that guy shouldn't be fired? Because I agree he should be fired.
I don't think so.
You just
I don't think so. I look at the whole roster.
okay.
There's a
but
no
just-
win.
That's fine, but what you got back doesn't make sense. How did the
How many games did they win this year?
They won 35 games.
35 games?
Yes, and 35 and 47.
What does Rigo think? I know Rigo is a big NBA
And
trade
okay,
guy.
if you look at the trade between the Celtics, Grizzlies, and the Wizards, the Celtics got the most back out of that trade.
They had the best player.
Yeah.
I guess
He is crushing it as a GM.
Who?
The Celtics.
Brad Stevens?
Brad Stevens.
He should have never left the sideline either.
He's taken
Yep.
over. He's stealing. He's doing a
Danny Ainge.
A Danny Ainge. He's crushing it.
If I look at these deals, okay, you got Chris Paul, he's done. So in reality, for Bradley Beal, what you got...
That was their best move, is trading Chris Paul, because no one thought you could trade him.
No, think about it. You traded Bradley Beal for Landry Shamet, Jordan Poole, and a bunch of second-round picks. You're going to tell me that's not a good deal?
No, I don't think it is.
The guy hasn't
'cause
won anything.
You didn't give just
Eddie Money, can you pull up Bradley Beal stats from the last season?
You gave up not just Bradley, you gave up Porzingis also.
That's a different deal.
Okay, but I'm talking in total package. You got nothing
This is
back
how
for
good
three players.
This is how good the guy is that you're getting back, and you're getting Tyus Jones, who started when Ja didn't play, and they had a very good record when Ja didn't play. By the way, we're not going to discredit Tyus Jones, and you get Gallinari, who should be complete.
He's done.
Well, it does. Okay,
He's done.
That's but if he plays, he's Porzingis-esque.
Gallinari should be making pizza somewhere in Napoli somewhere.
I think with Tyus Jones, with Tyus Jones and Landry Shamet and Jordan Poole, I think they're going to win those same 35 games.
I don't doubt it at all.
Then there you go. Then you can't fire the guy because he unloaded.
I can't
huge
because
contracts.
they're never going to be good ever.
They weren't good last year.
Okay, but I'm talking about you had no plan to like get a first. All right, I'm a first this year. This year they didn't get one.
Are you watching these first round picks? There's a guy in a full blown sequence outfit. And I'm calling it an outfit because it looks like a fucking woman's skating
It looks like
figure.
it looks like Blades
He
of
looks
Glory.
like Nancy Kerrigan
They
out there,
they
dude.
got one first in 2030.
Bro,
out of that whole deal.
Yeah, they just got an AAU player right now.
You see, and they're fucking Michelle Kwan just got drafted.
You got one
Like,
first
come on,
rounder
man.
for Bradley Beal, Porzingis, and Chris Paul in 2030.
You didn't have you can't put Chris Paul's deal belongs to Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal's deal, if you look at it, it's just one. You gave up Bradley Beal for Jordan Poole, Landry Shamet, and the picks.
Well, no, Bradley Beal was for Chris Paul. Oh yeah, because Chris Paul was gone. So
And
basically-
Chris Paul provided you to get Jordan Poole.
yeah, but I mean that's
Which
to
is
me,
a shocker to me too, as well.
it's
Because
just,
I wouldn't trade a bag of hot Cheetos for fucking
NBA
Chris Paul.
GMs don't make any sense to me. Like it just, especially the Utah Jazz GM who traded
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert
oh
for
God, he got
He
fleeced.
won that.
no.
That was
Minnesota's GM.
yes, got fleeced.
Yeah.
Yeah, Minnesota
Yes.
GM.
5 picks
Yeah,
for Rudy
how-
Gobert.
yeah, like how do you make that make sense? Like you gave up everything for Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
Like
He thought he was going to have the Twin Towers. It didn't work out. What are you going to do?
Cecilia
I could
also
have
said
told you that wasn't gonna work out, and I'm a nobody.
Yeah, Rudy's terrible.
Some
Can't blame him.
GMs and owners only own a basketball team for the tax break. So some just
That's
don't
you
care.
know what? Maybe that's what I was gonna say. Like that's a great point. I don't know who that lady is. Very smart. Her son is very good looking. But listen, a lot of people like he might be coming in the office tomorrow. The owner might be saying, "High five! We just made an extra $30 million." And Washington. They're gonna have the same amount of fans. Bradley Beal didn't. He didn't churn.
He didn't do shit.
He didn't do shit.
Do you have his
Porzingis
stats from last season?
didn't either. So
No.
maybe when you're looking at the bottom line, they're gonna make more money without paying these guys who didn't do shit anyways. Maybe that's how we have to look at it. We're looking at it as winning.
I'm just looking at it as you got one first round pick.
I think
the
this
next
would bother
20
me.
years.
This would bother me. This would bother me if this were the Knicks or
But it's the Wizards, so you're just like, fuck it.
because the Wizards haven't done shit.
I know,
They've
but-
been irrelevant.
I know, but it's the fact that there's a GM out there who did these moves and is allowed to be there tomorrow.
I think
is
his
insane to
numbers.
me.
I think his numbers add up. He will be more profitable, and he will win the same amount of games. Do you want to win 35 games with
I'm not
one
talking
player?
about next year. I'm talking about just the future in general. They have
What future? Bradley Beal. How old is he? 31? 30?
It's not even about Bradley Beal. It's the fact that you're not getting first round picks for the future.
Yeah.
That
OKC
necessarily
got-
doesn't mean anything.
OKC got 19 total first
How
round
many
picks.
playoff games have the Thunder won since they
talking
traded
about,
Durant?
I'm talking about the future, and
I don't give a shit. Fuck the
I give
future.
a-
You haven't won shit.
I give a huge shit about the future.
I would
see-
like 19 first-round picks.
The Lakers sold everything and won a title. It was a bubble title, but they still won it.
And harder.
The hardest title.
Yeah, the hardest title. Yeah. So, and they sold everything and they won a title.
So-
now you're upset because, they don't have picks going forward. But you didn't give a shit when you were celebrating and there was half of East LA burning down fucking the streets at Staples Center. so
That was renovating. We were,
Yeah.
yes.
It was cheaper
That's-
that way.
that's what it was.
If anything,
Well, they sold everything and aren't in position to win. So not
But
only
they
did you
won
sell
already.
everything. No, I'm talking about the Wizards. You sold everything and you're not even in position to win.
You were
this
never
year.
in a position to win. You're in
I
a better
agree.
position financially,
But-
which is what you have to understand.
Okay, that's fine. But like, if you're gonna sell everything, let me see. Like, okay, like they have a plan for the future. I can see something building.
Jordan
here.
Poole's
I
my
don't see-
future.
Then that's a terrible future. That's my point.
That's your opinion.
listen, let's get off this hamster wheel. If we're going to fire the Washington Wizards GM, it should be for whatchamacallit's contract from Kentucky, who never fucking, they paid him millions and millions. John Wall.
John Wall.
Oh, yeah.
Fire
He
him for
deserved
that.
it at the time.
Well,
He
whatever.
deserved it at the
We also
time.
have 2 firings from the community. Rick
Yes.
Flores says, let's fire Uncle Zero. Still waiting for a round of drinks since he won that money.
Oh, man,
listen.
on blast. He put him out on blast. Are they both coming this weekend?
Rick was sick. You better come, Papa. I just talked to Uncle Zero. Uncle Zero's at Damon's as we speak, having 42 chichis. So, Uncle Zero, he has put out the invitation. We haven't made that happen. But I hear you, Rick. You better show up on Saturday, Papa. But we're gonna get it going on Saturday. Who else do you got? Any money?
Zach is firing Conor McGregor for not making the deadline to
Oh,
re-enroll
now
for the
That's
drug
good,
testing
Zach.
pool.
That's good,
That's
Zach.
a good firing, Zach.
That's a good. I thought he would fire like a WNBA player. or something.
Going for
That's
like
a
2
good
for 12.
firing.
Or an
Yeah.
MLS like
Yeah,
so-
Toronto team or something. Good firing, Zach.
That's a good firing.
Yeah,
Very
no.
good.
Listen, that whole situation is more fucked up than a soup sandwich. And if you ever had a soup sandwich, it's really fucked up. So that the whole Connor thing, we'll have to bring on Xander to just go.
I want a
over all
last
that.
minute fire real quick. ESPN. This kid won a national title, and you're gonna put on the screen that he's cousins with the girl from LSU. He won a national title. That should be
So did
his
she.
fucking feature.
I know as soon as they put that out there.
Yeah, this is the men's draft. This is not the WNBA draft. This is
Listen,
the men's draft.
Anytime they could promote, they're desperate for
Dude,
promotion.
are you kidding me?
Yes, we fight.
My goodness.
Yes,
This kid's gonna score 20 a game next year.
he's good.
And they're gonna be like, "But you're what's his name's cousin?
Yes.
She's good, huh? Get the fuck out of here."
Listen, she brought controversy. She brought all kinds of shit to. Is she going to the? She's going to WNBA, right?
No,
No.
she's staying another year.
She's staying. She's probably going to make more money off NIL deals.
Yeah, and then the $450 they make every week in WNBA. You'd sit courtside next to Jeannie Buss for $224.
Yes.
Courtside.
Jeannie Buss
We-
was
we-
the WNBA games.
We checked it.
These
Or
guys checked it.
Yeah,
They
we
were gonna
checked
get
We
a.
should go then.
Don't do that. Don't fucking don't do that shit.
we
Did you
should-
see how his eyes lit up?
Imagine the promotion. 3 nobodies with Jeannie Buss in the middle. She looked like a fucking a
Who are
freaking
those guys?
smash burger.
Smash burger.
She's like, these seats are usually empty. Who bought them?
Yes.
Jordan Hawkins comp, by the way, Ray Allen, according to ESPN.
That's a high
That's
comp.
That's a
high
bold
comp.
statement.
Maybe the whole UConn thing. I don't know.
Well,
Oh, that's a good point.
that is,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, UConn, they were unbeatable. They were really freaking good.
That was a fun tournament.
It was awesome.
That's because
Maybe because
we
we
went
were
to
in
Vegas.
You were in Vegas, right?
That's why. Anytime you go to the NCAA tournament, you're in Vegas. For some reason, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, that's why.
That makes a lot of sense.
And
So-
you won money.
Yes.
So it all.
We won a lot of money.
So listen, that is You're Fired, brought to you by Julio's Pizza. Man, we really dug deep into that segment. Yeah,
he
Eddie-
said we
yeah.
had a rant. So
Yeah,
all
those are good.
We
I liked
ranted
it.
on. But let's get into our favorite segment, brought to you by Custom Cars. Custom with the K, Cars with the Z. Did you see I'm promoting? I'm selling cars for you, Rafa. You see that?
I see.
Listen, I had someone respond. That Raptor's badass. I said, well, buy it. This is so badass. Buy that shit. No, but Custom with the K, carswiththez.com. Check out that website. Super easy to navigate. Amazing. I know I say amazing a lot, but it's for real. Just great aftermarket cars, trucks, lowered, raised, big rims. Go check that website out. They are a huge supporter of us. And if you love our show, we ask you to, if you're in the market to go get a car, go check out customcars.com. But it's always our favorite segment, even though it's really thin times right now in the NFL. But we're going to talk NFL. We always talk NFL. NFL's
It's a must.
king. So there was some news. Go ahead, Eddie Money. Say what we got to say.
Bijan Robinson dropped his top 5 running backs according to PFF Football, and he put in this order. Actually, not order, but Barry Sanders, LaDainian Tomlinson, Marshall Faulk, Adrian Peterson, and Walter Payton.
You know what? Please tell me he put it in order. 'Cause that's such a. You can't come up with a top 5 list and say, well, not in any order.
Yeah.
If I look at his,
No order, no
if I
order.
look at his, it seems like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I think it has to be. Come on, man. So go ahead and say that list one more time. 5 to 1.
Walter Payton.
Okay, Walter Payton, Adrian Peterson, Marshall Faulk, LaDainian Tomlinson, Barry Sanders.
You guys have a problem with that, with the Bilal's top 5?
I do.
He's
'Cause
a
I don't.
youngin'.
He's young. I never saw Jim Brown play either, but I think he should be in the top 5.
Yeah, I don't think Marshall Faulk should be in top 5.
Oh, you out of your mind.
Sorry.
Okay, well,
You didn't see Marshall Faulk play.
Listen,
You see Jim Brown play.
Yeah, but all right, but Marshall, no, you're trying to remove him. I'm not removing a guy. I'm adding one. I didn't see him play. You're going to remove Marshall Faulk.
I've seen you. You know I watch game film.
100%. You watch game film. Marshall Faulk?
that's it.
Without
Listen,
Marshall Faulk, there's no LaDainian Tomlinson. There's no Saquon Barkley. There's no McCaffrey.
and he was both. He could catch and run the ball. He was the first one to do that.
He was the first one.
Not the first one.
Well,
not the first one.
At that level.
At that level, though, he was the first.
I'll tell
At that
you
level.
what Marshall Faulk's biggest thing, the biggest robbery of all time, of all Heisman Trophy winners, Marshall Faulk at San Diego State on dirt fields when SC was good and their defense was good, ran for 275 2 years in a row and made SC look like Salesian High School. Yes. Sorry, Papa. Sorry. If Hector's watching that, he was the defensive coordinator at Salesian. But let's get into your top 5, Rafa. Let's see what you got.
Oh, I'll start at the top.
Bring the fire.
Barry Sanders, number 1.
It's hard to
There's
argue
no
that.
doubt about it.
Hard to argue that.
And
shit.
number 2, I agree with Bijan because I like.
You like
Eddie
LT.
said, oh, I love LaDainian Tomlinson. I saw
former
it.
season ticket holder over here.
Yeah.
Dude,
He was bad. He was a bad man.
does anyone have more touchdowns?
$50
I don't think
says that if Rafa pulled down his pants, there's a big lightning bolt on his right cheek.
It's an LT on the top of it. LT.
I go LT2.
Look at Rafi's like, I think I've seen it.
I go LT2. Walter Payton 3, Jim Brown 4, Marshall Faulk 5.
You dropped Marshall Faulk.
No, I would drop Adrian Peterson, and
No, but you dropped him to 5. Like you put him.
yeah,
at,
I would drop him to 5. I think even though LT was a better version of Marshall Faulk.
I don't know, man.
That's a.
He caught 100 balls.
Oof, that's what he said.
Dude, LT and Emmitt Smith would be my number 6.
Really?
Emmitt Smith. I forgot.
I'll
about
tell you
Emmitt
why.
Smith. I
I'll tell you
forgot.
why. And we all discredit because I always did it, and he's a Cowboy. His offensive line was on cocaine every week.
So they were going nuts.
They were going
They're ready
nuts.
to go.
They were amazing. So he had an amazing offensive line, but longevity, he still had to run the ball.
That's so awesome. This offensive line. If Larry Allen was on cocaine, that's a scary fucking thought.
He was. You saw him move everyone.
Dude, he was.
He
crazy.
moved everyone.
Madden was maybe the best offensive lineman of all time.
Yeah.
Larry Allen, and they say the strongest human being on the planet.
So I'd put Emmett right outside of that.
So give that again, your top 5.
Barry Sanders, LT, Walter Payton, Jim Brown, Marshall Faulk.
I like it. You
So-
ready? You ready?
I'm ready for yours.
So
I know who's in yours. At least one guy I know.
So at number 5, you have to take into consideration that this guy was sat for almost 3 years because of a squabble with the owner, late great Al Davis. But at number 5, I have Marcus Allen,
I knew he was in there.
I knew that.
Rookie of the Year, the epitome of diving forward and getting every yard. He was professional, maybe the best short yardage running back of all time. And go check your history and watch the film. Marcus Allen, short yardage, always scored. He was the best at always falling forward. And his stats kind of, don't like scream, because for 3 years, he was in the doghouse with Al Davis, and really, and they were prime years. Prime years. But Marcus Allen makes the number 5 for me. LaDainian Tomlinson, as much as it irks me, because the guy destroyed. His career was made on kicking the Raiders' ass. Like, I think more than once he ran through
and caught.
I think like he did it on purpose. Like, he destroyed the Raiders. So that's why I have him at 4. But LT, respect. Just a great running back. Number 3, the original LT, Marshall Faulk. Marshall Faulk, go watch his highlights at San Diego State. From Louisiana. The reason he went to San Diego State is because no other school, he was being recruited to LSU as a cornerback. He was incredible. The biggest robbery in Heisman history, Gino freaking Torretta from you-know-where, the U, got the Heisman Trophy. All he did was throw freaking 0 routes to freaking Michael Irvin. And Michael Irvin ran for, the receivers he had at Miami, and this was when Miami was unbelievable. Gino Torretta didn't do shit, but won the Heisman over Marshall Faulk. Marshall Faulk, my number 3. 2, sweetness, baby. Walter Payton. And Walter Payton played on some horrific Chicago Bears teams. There was a run where they were really bad, where he ran over 100 yards, I think 10 or 12 straight games, and they had no offense. Everyone knew where the ball was going, and Walter Payton, maybe one of the toughest human beings on the planet, sweetness. You are my number 2, Walter Payton. Rest in peace. And number 1, Barry Sanders. And if he didn't retire early, shame on you, Detroit Lions, for ruining a lot of careers. But Barry Sanders should be the leading rusher of all time. And if you're young or old, it doesn't matter. Watch and debate me on that shit. Barry Sanders was a wizard.
So no Jim Brown for you.
No Jim Brown for me because competition. Listen, the defensive tackles were 6'1", 235 in his era. He was 6'2", 245. So he was running over everybody. He was great. Listen, props and another rest in peace to Jim Brown. But because to me, it's like a Bob Cousy sort of. Not that bad, but
That's real bad.
You wanted to say Bob
Jim Brown
Cousy,
could
Bill
play
Russell.
today.
I did want to say Bill Russell.
Dude, Jim Brown was a man.
There's no question. And maybe in one of my favorite movies, I'm going to Get You Sucker.
Oh,
That's a great freaking movie. If you guys haven't seen I'm going to Get You Sucker. Jim Brown, oh my God, he's hilarious in that movie. So anyone else have a top 5? Come on, man.
CJ, you have something.
I agree with Bernie.
Bijan's.
Were you going to say Bernie Sanders?
He was.
fuck is
Oh my
this?
gosh.
Politics, bro. It's in his
Stop
head.
trying to rub your politics podcast until you have it going.
Yes.
Then we'll promote it here.
Yes.
I'm offended as shit, by the way.
I'll
just hit
say my top
Rafa's
5.
trigger. Bernie Sanders is Rafa's trigger. It's also a safe word in bed.
Oh, shit.
Bernie Sanders.
Barry Sanders.
Okay, so
Barry Sanders is your number 1.
Yeah, Barry Sanders is my number 1.
all right, let's go, Eddie. Mine.
My number 1 is Jim Brown. Then I'll go Barry Sanders, LaDainian Tomlinson, Walter Payton, and then Eric Dickerson.
Wow.
ED, man.
I was shocked no one said Eric Dickerson.
Listen,
I'm not a fan.
For me,
I wasn't a huge fan.
ED is number 6. Emmett, I don't care if his.
I think it's no respect.
I don't care if his
I
O
like
line.
Emmett's longevity for me.
I
It's what
think-
does it at that position.
I think his O line was on PCP, let alone
Yeah,
cocaine. That's how
they
good.
were-
That's how good those guys were.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, that freaking O line was.
I'm not a big
ridiculous.
running back guy. I have one favorite running back ever, and he didn't even do good in the NFL.
Here we go.
Justin Fargas.
No.
Oh,
Notre Dame High School,
But I think Reggie Bush in college is like peak running back.
no, stop.
dude. Jacob as a kid loved, adored Reggie Bush. That's why we got to put that signed picture up. Rafa gave me this amazing gift of Matt Leinart in that game
Against Notre Dame.
against Notre Dame.
The Bush.
Bush, signed by Leinart and Reggie Bush. We gotta put that up.
Yeah.
But listen,
I just think at the time, like, Reggie Bush was, like, he was everything in college football at that time.
he was he was Gale Sayers, he was Walter Payton, but
I
NFL didn't work out.
I felt like Adrian Peterson was a better.
no,
He might have
way.
been better, but I think the hype
No
around Reggie
way.
Bush was bigger.
No, SC was so big. SC
Yeah,
was
SC was so big, which
Yeah.
benefited. Dude, for me when I watch college football every week, I see so many home run hitters like Reggie Bush.
Not like it was back
Rafa,
then.
It was
Listen,
Reggie Bush was
Reggie, but no.
legendary in college.
in college.
AP
You
was
smell that?
He cheated.
SC hate.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
He won't even deny it either.
100%. 110%.
If you were around that time, and I was playing poker tournaments everywhere in Santa Clarita Valley.
Yeah, I remember that.
But Reggie Bush was different. And by the way, we gave him a high five. We saw him at the SE game.
Yeah.
Nice
guy.
I barely started following him for some reason on Instagram. He plays a shitload of golf. He just had a hole in one, but the dude
He's built
is
still.
freaking shredded. I mean,
he was born like that.
oh my god. No, we used to
Matt
have
Leinart, by the way, is a good follow on Instagram.
oh
guys,
Matt
by the way.
Leinart's so freaking
Shout out
funny.
to Matt Leinart's Instagram page. That shit is hilarious.
Dude, Matty Leinart, who knew he had a personality like that? Dude, I didn't. I thought he was a dork.
He didn't look
and
like it in that.
No,
You know, no.
no. But Matt Leinart, if you don't follow him on Instagram, dude, that is a follow. Dude is hilarious, and I don't know. I just and we're Bosco people, so shout out to Modern Day. But Matt Leinart's a awesome, funny dude.
Fred also gave his top 5.
me
Oh,
hear
let's
it.
go, Fred.
He said as a heads up, these last 2 are just to be different, but they were still dangerous. Barry Sanders, LaDainian Tomlinson, Marshall Falk, Chris Johnson, and Sean Alexander.
Chris Johnson.
Sean Alexander, by the way.
Chris Johnson had like.
Did Sean Alexander
When
wrestle?
he-
crazy year?
What he said was to be different.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's like way
No,
different.
no. Well, Chris Johnson had an amazing season.
Yeah.
And Sean Alexander was a monster.
He was
Yeah.
a monster.
Oh,
He
dude.
was.
Did
When
Sean
you-
Alexander, did he go to Alabama?
Yeah,
I
he's
think
a Bama.
yeah, he's a Bama guy.
Sean Alexander.
He had 2 years where he was the best running back in the NFL.
Oh, and then LT just
Yeah.
kind of rolled.
Did
Got-
Sean
give me those-
Alexander rush for 2,000 yards in the season?
Oh,
I want to feel like he did.
I know he scored 30 touchdowns.
I know
in
he's
the
a Madden cover.
No
like
way.
2007.
Check how many touchdowns Sean Alexander had the record for most touchdowns this season. LT beat it the next year.
Lakers up right now.
Wow.
Check the Lakers are drafting a white guy. They're so fucking terrible.
Austin Reeves' brother,
Yeah.
Troy Reeves. Wow.
check Sean Alexander
He had 27 in 2005.
27, and then LT had how many like the next year or something?
That's a shitload of touchdowns.
27. Oh, dude.
That's a shitload of touchdowns.
I remember watching him on Sunday Night Football, and I want to say he had like 196 yards in that game and like 4 touchdowns. He's a monster. He was a monster.
You know, speaking of I had a thought. Speaking of
Uh-oh.
of running backs.
Be careful.
Yeah, here we go.
Because when I'm thinking about Sean Alexander, you think, wow, he was amazing for 2 years, and then the plateau just like
Madden
just
curse.
fell off.
Madden curse.
Think about who was the running back? Jamal
Lewis?
Not Lewis.
Oh,
from
for,
Dirty
Oh,
Bird.
Birdman. Dirty Bird. Jamal
Yeah.
Anderson.
Jamal Anderson,
Monster. You don't remember that.
I was
Monster.
thinking someone else.
He
I was
did that
thinking of-
Dirty Bird,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Come on,
The
man.
fuck is the dirty
And
bird?
He did the Dirty Bird. He was from Atlanta, and when he scored a touchdown, he did the
did
Dirty
Dirty Bird and that
Ah,
shit.
ah,
Oh,
ah,
I think I know what you're talking about.
Are you guys kidding? You guys don't know this?
The guy 20 years old.
My God. Yes, Jamal Anderson was a freak.
So to
Priest Holmes?
Priest Holmes.
So does this prove the point of running backs don't last long?
So that's where I was going with this, because we were talking about earlier in past episodes about how we do not pay freaking running backs. And when did that start? And I'm thinking about, you think about the last horrible contract, we all think about Ezekiel Elliott. And
Or even worse, the Rams running back they paid.
Todd Gurley.
They paid him, and he was hurt
that's
the very
that's
next
a great
year
point.
and didn't play ever again.
So my thought was this: do you think when like running backs go to the running back party and all these running backs, you think like
There's a party?
I don't know. I'm just in my head.
There's a party in Eddie's head. Okay, you got a running back party.
There's always a party in my head, by the way. But like I'm picturing them on a bus, right? And like Ezekiel Elliott. You remember in the movie Forrest Gump?
No, I hate that movie.
Oh my God.
Me too.
Movie's terrible.
Wow. Okay, you guys are weirdos. But do you think
Anyways, go
all
ahead.
these, running backs
Seats taking, something like
Clip
that.
this.
seats
Clip
taken.
ridiculousness.
Like Ezekiel Elliott's going down the bus and he wants to get a seat, and all these running backs have to be pissed off at him. Like, dude, we can't get paid because of your ass.
That's not his fault.
It's not his.
You don't think it's
That's
his
not
fault?
his fault.
No.
Fuck no. Why is it his fault?
Because he got paid, and now it's like the standard. Like, we're not paying. If you think about a GM, we're not paying Josh Jacobs.
But it's been before that though. It's been
No. That was kind of the time.
Yeah. To me, running backs.
Le'Veon Bell was before him.
Le'Veon Bell, I don't know if Le'Veon Bell was before.
Le'Veon Bell would have still got paid. He just wanted more.
He just wanted more. He was getting paid.
But he sat out for a year.
But he was still getting paid. He was going to get a big deal. He just wanted more.
That's my point, though. That it's been before Ezekiel
I'm
Elliott.
just saying, if you're Josh Jacobs,
I think Zeke's deal happened right at the time.
Zeke, if you're Josh Jacobs, Saquon Barkley's agent, they're on the chat line. They're like, dude, we can't get you paid, and he's like, why? And they're 2 words: Ezekiel Elliott. I feel like
I don't think it's Ezekiel Elliott. You can literally look 2 words.
you can blame Jerry Jones.
You don't blame anybody. You can literally blame every team that keeps drafting running backs and they keep punching guys in.
Yeah.
That's why you can't get paid, because when you get hurt, Tony Pollard comes
That's
in and
why
rushes
I
for
don't
1,000
understand.
yards.
That's why I don't understand.
That's why. Some random nobody.
That's why I don't understand drafting Bijan top 10.
He's an
Okay,
all
but
around.
he's
talent.
gonna give you what, 2 good years?
I don't think so. They think Bijan, and we watched him. I watched him a lot last year.
I watched him a lot.
He was
last year, too.
incredible.
And when I see Bijan, I think a type of player like Marshall Faulk, LaDainian Tomlinson.
So you're saying
CMC,
you're saying that
Christian
that's
McCaffrey.
his ceiling.
The ceiling, if your ceiling is LaDainian Tomlinson, you're top 5 running
That's
back
what
of
I'm
all
saying.
time.
But you're saying that's his ceiling.
First of all,
yes, I think
First
that's what
of
he's
all,
going to
crazy.
be.
we all know
That's crazy.
that the ceiling is the roof. And that's Michael Jordan has clarified that.
I just don't think it's worth drafting running back top 10 anymore. Because you could find a running back in the 5th round that does the same exact thing.
But here's
and
the
will-
thing: the running back position has changed. You have to be able to split out wide, and that's why whatchamacallit got drafted to the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
The running back position has changed unless you look like Derrick Henry. You have to.
That's why he's
Fair.
still playing.
That's why he's still and he got paid too.
You
and
have
he's
to.
still going.
And I think both running backs we're talking about, I think Bijan and Gibbs are both running backs that can stay on the field at 3rd down, catch swing passes, angle passes, line up 5 wide.
That's fine.
And that's if you want to get paid in the NFL as a running back, you better be able to play slot receiver as well.
Okay, but I promise you, in 3 years, 4 years, I don't know about Bijan, but for sure Gibbs, we're gonna be okay. Are we gonna pay him? Are we gonna franchise tag him? It's gonna be the same conversation we had.
It
Not-
depends.
not-
It
dude.
depends. Jacobs doesn't stay on the field,
He
right?
doesn't.
He doesn't stay on the field on 3rd down. On 3rd down, he's off the field.
Yeah. True.
Barkley, I would now for me, if we're looking at both guys, Barkley has a bigger case to state.
Yeah.
Where, dude, I can catch the ball. And clearly,
Yeah.
I can catch the ball, and do things with it. Barkley, if I'm them, but you also paid Daniel Jones.
I agree, but I would just avoid that situation. And I would take a running back in the
So you're not
deeper
just-
rounds.
Not picking running
So
backs
you're
like
not.
ever.
So you're not.
Not top 2 rounds. I'm going 5th, 6th round running backs.
So because you've been MIA getting haircuts and watching Spider-Man 3 times a freaking every
As he should. As he
Great
should.
movie.
Amazing movie. 10 out
Every
of
time,
10.
I'm,
10 out of
like,
10.
every time I'm like, where's Hawks? He's watching Spider-Man again. I'm
Great
like,
fucking
again?
movie.
This
I'm
dude?
going tonight, actually.
Oh my!
He's
Sonny, you haven't seen it?
He's going tonight to watch it again.
It's my third time. It's not that big of a deal.
It's a fucking big deal. Dude, that's
You know,
a big
you know
deal.
what's a
When
big
you're
deal? That movie. That's what.
That
dude. When
That's
you're,
right.
dude, I don't know.
I'm catching him in his room like,
Oh, on the walls like this.
like what is going on with this guy?
He's
When you
waiting-
see him walking around the house, and he starts going. That's a fucking problem. Okay.
You know what? I called Active Environmental. He's breeding spiders in my fucking house. That's what it is.
Okay, so back to your point about me.
My point is, you haven't been around, and we've been arguing. Do Saquon, Barkley, and you don't pay either Saquon or Josh Jacobs?
If I had to pick, if you give me two,
I pick
Barkley.
Saquon. But the problem is that they paid a trash quarterback. So now they're in a weird situation because you paid.
Well, we all agree that he's trash, but he won 10 games. He won he won a playoff game.
Okay,
we
but let's-
all agree that he's
He
trash.
won those?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, he was the quarterback.
I don't know.
Okay, that doesn't mean he won them. But I'm just saying.
I don't know.
No, okay.
So starting quarterback in the playoffs.
Rafa,
he
stop
was
defending Daniel
1-0.
Jones. Don't defend Daniel
Before
Jones.
the loss. Oh, I know he
Don't
sucks.
defend this, please.
What? No.
Rethink
what they
this
call him? The
before-
White Vic, or what were they called?
They better not call him the
Saquon
White Vic.
called him Vanilla Vic.
Vanilla Vic.
Vanilla
Yes.
Vic.
Vanilla
Oh
Vic.
my
Saquon,
god.
after that, you're not getting paid.
That's
for
why
that.
they didn't pay him.
Yeah.
You think this dude's Vanilla Vic? They got to check him into a mental hospital.
From Duke University.
Yeah.
From Duke.
My goodness.
It all rolls back to Duke.
No, Bijan, I think, is going to be different. If he stays healthy, I think he's going to be.
I don't know. I mean, it's possible.
By the way, who did the Lakers draft at 17?
The guard from Indiana. Jalen Hood.
Oh, garbage.
All right. A guard? Hopefully.
Bust.
Yeah. LeBron's like, how can we trade him for my son at USC right now? Let's make this deal happen. So, listen, we are at our break time.
that was good running back talk.
Yeah.
We're
Next week, we're doing wide receiver talk, right?
yes.
That's me good.
That's. I thought we were doing that today. I came prepared for wide receiver
let's
talk.
just do it right now. Shit.
No, because we got to fill our gaps here. Listen, football's
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
till-
don't go get a haircut next week and don't watch
It's a
Spider-Man.
marathon.
Yeah, again.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Oh, it's because I'm going to take the homeless guy from down the street to watch Spider-Man. He hasn't seen it. He hasn't seen it.
The only person he hasn't invited is me to the fucking.
You know what's the
Because you
first
know
one?
you won't go.
And you fall asleep.
I will fall asleep. I fell asleep getting a haircut today.
Anywhere he goes, I promise
I
you.
fall asleep everywhere.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Batman, me, him, and Jay went to go see Batman together. He was asleep in the first 5 minutes.
The Hulk.
Which Batman?
The last one. The
No,
The most recent one.
It was really
Most recent
dark.
one.
Robert Pattinson.
Movies are really dark.
Oh, you saw that? You actually went to paid money to see that, huh?
It was.
That's
yeah.
a great movie.
What are you, a Twilight fan?
come on.
It was
I-
bad.
I cannot see that
by
guy
the
and
way,
not see him
it
turn
was-
into a fucking
By the way,
vampire.
Jay loves Twilight, so don't say that about Twilight. Jay loves Twilight.
No fucking shock that Jay loves Twilight.
And
Bro,
High School
Jay-
Musical.
I'm almost sure if I had to bet on it, I'm putting Jay on blast. Born a Woman. Born a Woman. Dude.
Jay's gonna come after you. Actually, no,
Jared's
you
car
No,
just
he won't.
Jared's car just started up. This is
Yeah.
We need Jay in here next week, man.
Defend yourself for God's
Yeah,
sake,
Jay.
Jay. You're
We're-
getting beat over here.
We're going to have like 6 mics next week just because we're going to have
Yes.
all these people talking
We have to
shit.
build like bleachers.
There we go. We can actually go from there.
Yeah.
There we go. Are we taking a break?
Let's take a 2-minute and 15-second break.
Eddie knows that he needs 2 minutes and 15 seconds to fucking get there,
Yes.
pee, and then get back in a timely
Thank
manner, and
you.
he'll still be
Thank
late.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys. We'll
All
be
right,
back.
guys.
We're back.
Guys, we're back with the fastest 2 minutes ever. Dude, that didn't feel like 2 minutes at all. Are you sure that was 2 minutes?
I counted every single second in front of me.
God, guys. All right, so we're back. Eddie's still not back. He's on.
Oh, here he comes.
Dude,
That was a
Eddie,
fast.
dude, that was a fast 2 minutes. I swear to God. I swear to you, that was a fast 2 minutes. Oh, dude, the Heat. Look at the Heat took Hawkes.
They did.
Wow.
That's a good pick.
I like that.
But he's still not size, but he
can score.
He can play.
He can play. I like that. That's a good pick for the
But
Heat.
they do need size real bad.
Dude, bad. They were exposed.
Hawkins does nothing.
You don't like him?
I don't like him.
You hate his haircut, that's why.
First off, he went. Yeah, I hate.
Look at that picture. Look at that picture.
Idolize Kobe Bryant.
I hate
You
his
knew
hair.
he thought he was going 17.
Want to pull it in?
Yeah.
Dude, how bad? Dude, how bad has the producers at ESPN been getting information on these guys? That's what you found on Hawkes? Oh, he idolized Kobe and shows a picture of him when he's like 6. Bro, it's like every Mexican kid in LA. Like, are you out of your
I had
mind?
one and I wasn't even in the Kobe fan.
You
Bro.
think- yeah, like the production department's like, we got a hot one. A Mexican kid like Kobe Bryant in Los
Yeah,
Angeles.
shocker. Unbelievable. These are empty.
There you go, Rafa. Get after
Sonny,
it.
can you grab me one, please?
Yes. Shout out to
Look
Happy
at-
Dad.
Look at Sonny's bartending tonight. I love it.
Shout out to Happy Dad. Shout out to Silver Oak. Shout out to just amazing. This is a happy birthday wine. Eddie brought me this amazing bottle. You can never go wrong with anyone want to buy me something.
Here it is.
There it is right there. So let's get back to business here. We have finished it up. We're going to go into a little bit of college football.
I love it.
Been a while.
Shout out to
Been a
Dion.
while.
Shout out to Dion, by the way, who had emergency surgery today. Hope all is well.
So yeah, that was our topic. You know, we are. I think it's safe to say that we are all Dion fans. Rafa has a Colorado Buffalo shirt and
a hoodie. Yeah,
And
I'm a Dion fan, and
if you don't know, Rafa does not put any numbers or teams. He doesn't wear them, but he's a fan of Dion.
I'm okay with college because it's school, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'll do college. I'll do schools, but as far as like having a Hawkes jersey or a fucking
I would pay to see you in a Jaime Hawkins jersey.
Oh,
or
yeah.
a Kobe jersey or something like. I don't wear that.
I think that's a great Halloween costume. Get just like a wig for Rafa and a Jaime Hawkins.
Full-blown
jersey.
Hawkins?
Heat
Yeah.
jersey, Jaime
Full
Hawkins.
blown Hawkins.
in a Miami jersey, I'd wear the fucking uniform.
Is that his
You
mom?
should.
Is that
Yes, Edward.
Oh,
We're
wow.
on live YouTube,
I'm
and
just-
your wife's in the other room.
I'm not saying anything. I'm saying is that his mom or he had an older freaking girlfriend. I don't know. Dude, I don't think his game translates to the NBA.
I don't know if it's
He's
Why?
He was
very good
he
from
was-
the mid range.
Like again, our mid range and our is different.
You're mid-range.
No. This guy's mid range game is very
You said
good.
Chris Paul can't make mid-range.
He's that he
That-
doesn't.
that was- that was terrible.
Okay, let's watch. You'll see.
Bro,
You'll see.
I can show you all last year's
Yeah, we can
film.
pull up
That,
video.
by the way, that was like 4 years ago.
No.
Eddie, please tell him. that
Can
he's
you pull
wrong.
up Chris Paul stats from last year, please? Shooting percentage within 20 feet.
Where did Jaime Jaquez go to high school? Did he
Probably in East LA.
Artesia, Roosevelt, Garfield? Anyone out there? Anyone out there in YouTube land
He
knows?
seems like a Valley guy.
He does look like a Valley guy. Freaking
Is that his dad?
great 1-8er.
Why does he look like he's on
Hey,
fucking...
hey, listen! I don't want to hear any more
Telemundo?
Is he
shit.
on Bet- Dude,
that-
tell me
hey,
that's not Beto Duran.
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
maybe.
Jaime Hawkins went
It looks like an overweight Oscar De La Hoya, actually.
No, his eyes would be like
Where's
fucking
that at?
bleeding out.
Oh, Camarillo.
Camarillo.
Ah,
Yeah, you do it. Somewhere
818er.
somewhere far.
Camarillo's 818?
It's 805 actually.
It's 805. Yeah. Who
That's
else,
also like
who else went to
that's far.
Camarillo? Camarillo Scorpions, by the way.
It's amazing how he knows every fucking high school.
I played there like half my life, so you better know.
Blue and
Cam-
white. Blue and white, Camarillo Scorpions.
All right, let's get to Dion and the
Real quick, he had an overall shooting percentage of 39%, and his mid-range was 36%.
Oh, that's terrible.
I told your ass.
That's terrible.
36? That's
He
That's
got-
horrible.
Jaime Jaquez
Mid-range 36%. That's
Jaime-
terrible.
Jaime
Look, can you look
Jaquez-
at Booker's mid-range?
got to the basket. He got to the basket at 6'6", whatever he is.
We're talking about Chris Paul, right?
Oh, we're talking about. Oh,
Yeah.
I
No,
told
but-
you. I told you he's horrible.
Yeah, 36%.
Told you.
That's
You
not-
guys are watching.
Oh, dude,
old
by the way,
shit.
they got Ryan Hollins, too, in the deal.
Ryan Hollins.
Ralph, I
Ryan-
want to smack you.
Rollins-
2030 first round
Rollins,
pick.
not
That's their
Hollins.
only first round pick.
Rollins.
I was gonna say Ryan Hollins does
He
sports
does.
radio.
Yeah, he does 570.
Yeah, he's actually good.
No, he's not. He's terrible.
I like.
horrible.
I can't stand his voice. Sorry, Ryan Hollins.
Wow.
Yeah, he's pretty ass.
Yeah.
The big LeBron lover, though.
We just lost a follower.
Yeah.
he's not gonna support nobody.
Great job. Great job.
The Warriors are going to draft. Whoever they draft is going to be a superstar. This late in the draft, superstar.
Just
Oh,
yeah,
facts.
good point.
This late in the draft, superstar.
They
Well,
can't
no, the GM quit.
Still Mike Dunleavy Jr.
Oh, really?
Stud.
I met Mike Dunleavy once.
Devin Booker, 46%.
27
Yeah,
million.
from mid-range,
Opted
by the
out.
way. Look at the difference.
47.
46% from mid-range.
That's
Fucking-
Booker though. That's different.
Doesn't matter. Chris Paul was
Chris
an
Paul
elite
isn't
mid-range
Devin.
shooter.
Isn't Devin Booker?
I agree, but he was an elite mid-range guy. You'd pull up to the free throw, pick and roll, boom, to the free throw line, boom. Lob to Tyson Chandler, boom.
I guarantee 30.
Lob to Blake
I
Griffin.
guarantee 36% is most of the league.
We're not going to do that today.
Yeah, this freaking guy.
We're not going to do that
I'm,
today.
I'm just saying.
I like Chris Paul, but not as a person.
Peter Parker was the best Spider-Man of all time.
I like it.
Andrew Garfield.
Hard pass.
I don't even know who that is.
Anyways, so let's get to Dion, man.
So Dion, shout out to Dion. We hope you get better, man. I don't know if you guys have seen pictures.
Brandon. Oh,
All right, Jacob, thank you. So I don't know if you guys have seen pictures of Dion's foot.
I don't want to see it.
His senior, or not his senior, but his last year at Jackson State, he was on, had to be wheeled out. His toes, he had a bunch of toes cut off. He has major issues, and that's why he actually had to retire, because I don't know if it was related, but Dion had horrible turf toe, and I don't know if this is related, but he has health issues, man, and I don't know. I don't want to go into negativity, but hopefully he does well. I think he will come out of. He has some blood clots or whatever, but he's been recruiting so well. My issue is, and this is a thing. That's why I'm talking about it. Like, if you're being recruited to Colorado, what are the freaking odds that Deion Sanders is going to be in Boulder, Colorado for 4 years? I think it's highly unlikely.
I think he will be.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You know why? Because they're not going to do shit this year. They're going to be atrocious this year. Next year, they're going to be a little better. By the time the third year rolls around, they can maybe compete for the Pac-12 title. Maybe.
When
is there a
when-
Pac-12 in 3 years?
Yeah, they'll add San Diego State, and who knows
San
who
Diego
else.
State's coming. San
Is
Diego
Arizona?
State's
Who else left? Arizona.
Everybody else left. Oregon State,
Arizona
Washington.
and Arizona State are. It's a possibility that
They'll
they're
add
going to go
San
to
Diego
the big-
State, and they'll add one more school. And
Maybe
and
San Jose State. San Jose State deserves some props. Football program. Who's a coach over there? I feel like someone.
Guess
yeah.
who knows? Nobody.
I just feel. I listen. I'm a Pac-10 and 12 guy. I think it's. I don't like the move, but the commissioner Larry Scott or Scott whatever, he really effed up that deal.
That's where it's gone.
And it's the beginning and end of the Pac-12. You had the worst deal in television history, and now the Pac-12 is being dismantled. So speaking of that,
Let's get back to Dion real quick.
Yeah.
If you had a son who was going to play football, because you have two sons, obviously.
Yeah.
If one of them's playing football and Dion walks in through that door and you're sitting here with your backyard wrestling matches, that's a league here, by the way.
yes.
So, but you're sitting here and he comes in and he's going to chat with you to sell you on Colorado for the next 4 years.
I'm asking him one question. He's going to lie to me straight in his face because,
You know he's going to lie to you. They all lie to you.
yes, but I am a fan of Dion because of his expectations. He doesn't kiss anyone's ass. His social media, he says the shit that even Saban, the best coaches in college football cannot say because they're afraid of hurting these, 5-star and 4-star, and CJ, going to Bosco, these guys are already appraised as a freshman, sophomore, junior, you're already getting your butt kissed, and no one, Urban Meyer, these guys are telling you you're the best, and you're this, and you're that. Deion Sanders, for me, is a breath of fresh air, and tells these kids the effing truth.
So are you going there? Are you letting your kid go there or not?
I'm not. Why?
So, Colorado walks through the door and San Diego State walks through the door with Cal and Stanford. Arizona and Arizona State. What school are you going?
Oh, well, that's easy. That's easy, and we really
Let's say Stanford.
Yeah, we really screwed up on that.
Let's exclude Stanford for
let's
exclude that
Stanford.
one because I had a game plan with Sonny. I told you we had a bunch of Jacob. I had a plan with Jacob too, but injuries.
Mainly Sonny.
No, that's not true. Jacob was.
They threw me to the trash for Sonny.
Listen, Sonny was the worst athlete of my whole family by far. Everyone could tell you that. Sonny, I'm like, I guess he's gonna be a scientist.
We can't play ball outside with Sonny. Is that what you're saying?
No, now you can.
Now you can't.
Oh, now we can't.
But
Like in
he
the
was.
beginning.
Oh, okay. Two left feet.
And Sonny, you'll admit your first year in T-ball, you were the worst player on your team.
You quit right away?
In
They put you in
T-ball,
right field?
Rafa.
In T-ball.
Everything I hated.
Did you play with dirt?
In football?
With grass and shit you played with? Oh, yeah.
His first year in flag football, we put him at D-line. He got in a 3-point stance and ran as far away the other direction. I was just like, it is what it is, man. Like, I can't get lucky with. But Jacob was quarterback. Justine, Brianna, all studs. My point is, and I don't know what my point is.
You're not going to
Stanford.
Dion.
So, I had a plan with Sonny. When he started doing really well, I put a little Stanford mini helmet by him all the time. So subconsciously, every day he would wake up and see a Stanford helmet. And I will never forget this. There's a recruiting period in wrestling where they can call you at midnight. And it was Sonny's plan to go to Stanford. He wanted to go to Stanford. And Shanae and I are asleep. It's 12:01. We didn't think he was going to get any calls. And Stanford was the first school to call at 12:01 midnight. And we all cried like freaking babies. And for the next year, Sonny was in, but they told him.
AP classes. And
They told him,
Oh,
like,
shit.
dude, Sonny was going to Bosco already, a private school. And they told him, listen, we love you. We think you're going to be great, but here's what you have to do. And Sonny did it for a year. And it
And
was
rip the paper up.
hell.
Like, no, fuck this school.
Yeah, they wanted to put him through hell. And I'm like, dude,
So you'd go to Colorado then?
if I'm San Diego State or Colorado, I'd go to Colorado.
So you would go to Dion.
What about Wisconsin? Wisconsin or Colorado?
It's Dion. Would
No.
you? So you're telling me because you think he's leaving, you wouldn't go to? What makes him leave? Do you think it's medical?
Or do you think he
That,
gets
or
like
do you
a
think he
bigger
gets another
school?
job?
Well, here's the thing. I think the chances are even higher because 50% is medical, 50% Florida State is going to call him.
I'll
Or-
tell you what.
or
Florida
Auburn.
State's not calling
They're
him.
not calling him.
Norvell?
They're not calling him right now. They're not calling him for the. If he's terrible at Colorado,
But Rafa, they didn't win a fucking game last year.
agree. And this
So,
year they're going to win 3 or 4.
They won one game last year? They did? Are
Yeah.
you sure?
They beat Cal, right? Shocker.
Thought they beat,
Fucking dorks at Berkeley.
thought
Fucking
thought they
dorks.
beat Salesian High
You
School.
had to go to AP to
Why do
get
you
in
always
that.
pick on Salesian for?
So I'm a cathedral guy.
You didn't go to Cathedral.
I should have went. Well, you guys weren't here. Yeah. Well, anyways,
So you think that it's medical?
I don't think he's there in 2 years.
2 years?
As soon as his son graduates, he's gone like a turkey to the corn.
Where?
Where's he gonna go?
They're going to win 4 games this year.
It doesn't
You
matter.
improved on 4 fucking games with all these recruits?
To me, you insert Dion at Auburn, LSU,
He's not leaving.
Old Miss,
At least for another 4 or 5
Florida
years.
I
State.
think, I'll be honest with you, I think that's too much for him.
Not only that, but if they want him, they would have already made an offer.
No,
There's-
it was risky at first. It
There-
was risky to hire him out of Jackson State. He's gonna win. He's already succeeded, by the way. He's already turned around the Colorado
don't
program.
think they thought
He's
about that?
already turned around the Colorado Buffalo program.
I think his son will be the downfall of that team this year.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
I agree.
I saw a play at Jackson State. He couldn't beat those dudes.
Well, he went 12-1.
They didn't win the championship game ever.
They didn't win a championship there.
Ever, and he got his ass whooped every time. Ass whooped.
Well, I just said he just went 12-1. You said every time. There was one
the
time. He
championship
lost
game.
one
Championship
time.
game. The one time you actually play the team that's good,
They
in
lost.
the whole fucking thing, see you later.
It doesn't matter. See you
Lost
later.
by 30.
See you
the
later.
fuck out of here.
To
That's
me,
what they told him.
coaching, you want, that's why Dabo recruited his ass off. Parents want their sons to be great young men.
I agree,
And
Dion.
Dion is a great coach to be that.
I agree.
Yeah.
So I don't
don't
understand
see-
your point.
He's not going to be there.
He's gonna be there.
He's not going to be there in 2 years.
2 years makes no sense.
That 2 years is a short time, Eddie.
That's what I'm saying. You redshirt your first year. Dion's there for 1 year, and you're all hyped up.
I can't
And
believe.
now you're stuck in Boulder, Colorado.
How can you think you're not stuck because the transfer portal is very? That's
It's easy.
You could have used this argument 8 years, 6
Okay.
years ago. Now
You can
makes
get
no sense.
anywhere
Look at
you
Hunter,
want.
bro. Hunter, the number one ranked kid,
He
goes
just
to Jackson
left.
State, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna think about it. Where I'm going." Like we didn't know you were going to Colorado, bro.
And I'm not going to ask you to look, but the percentage people
Please look.
there's a farce about this transfer portal. Okay, there's kids that enter the portal, only like 20% ever get picked out of it.
well, yeah, because
All these kids think, the coaches hate me. I'm not getting my looks. I'm not getting this. I'm not getting that. I'm going to the portal.
but
Very
we're
rare
not-
do you get plucked.
Okay, that's fine.
not. That's not. We're talking.
But it's
about,
easier to leave than it
oh,
was.
like, you can get up and go at any time.
Getting picked is different, but you can, if you wanted to get
If
in, you can
Dion
get in.
recruited the number 5 kid in the country, for example, your son's number 5, he walks in there. Well, Dion, yeah, you say you're going to stay 4 years. Who gives a fuck if he's going to stay 4 years? If he stays 2 and he goes to Florida State or Florida or
can
wherever,
go with him.
you go with him. Hunter just did it.
Okay.
So I don't think
You just won your fucking argument.
Yeah,
I would
well-
go to Colorado then.
well, we just wanted
No. Actually, you're right. You're 100% right. You don't want to stay there.
We are right as a unit right here. The
Team fucking Hawks on the Cobes.
team fucking Spider-Man.
Oh,
That's right.
We gotta go.
you guys.
I haven't seen it. Don't. I haven't seen it. It's a cartoon. I can't do it.
Yes.
Wow, don't do it.
Dude,
So-
I'm not
Okay.
doing it. I'm not doing
So 54% of athletes in the transfer portal are reported enrolling at a new school. 41% have
That's a
either
high
not found a new
percentage.
school, are still looking, or transferred to a non NCAA school, or
That's-
left their sport completely.
To me, that's crazy. That's 50%. Someone offered you a scholarship,
And you left.
And in football, there's not 25%. There's not 30. When you get offered a scholarship in football, which if you don't know, in other sports, that's not how it goes. Someone offered you a scholarship, you don't like it there, and half of the people don't go to another fucking college. That's an issue that a lot of people don't like, and a lot of people don't talk about and don't know. You know, everyone thinks my son's the best. Everyone's the parent goggles. We talk about parent goggles.
Then I've been the parents.
Well,
That's the.
I don't
biggest
think
thing.
I don't think that's going to be Dion's issue.
Yeah,
Dion hasn't
Dion-
shown that issue. Period. People are coming, and I think they'll keep coming. I just don't think. I'll be honest with you. Looking at his entire coaching staff, that shit's not that coaching staff that he has. That's not an SEC coaching staff. That's not a Big Ten coaching staff.
because they don't pay. Colorado probably doesn't have the money yet to pay those guys. But if you were
He
to go,
bro-
if you were to go to Auburn with unlimited,
But he's going to say, I'm
sources-
coming to Auburn, but I'm bringing my guys. Well, dude, your guys won fucking 4 games at Colorado last
No,
year.
I think he'd be open to a better staff.
How good do you think he has to be for him to get a big job?
He has to win 4 games.
That's what you believe?
Oh, if he wins 4 games, they're like, we told you. What do you think is a successful season for him next year?
Oh, no. Successful for any coach is
Okay.
at least a fucking bowl
But
game.
You just
Okay, but-
Oh, I agree. The roster sucks.
Okay, but he's beating. He's gonna beat Cal. He's gonna beat Arizona.
Hard pass. No way.
Not beating Arizona.
Oh, not by
I
Arizona.
don't think he's been here.
No.
He's not beating ASU.
No.
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 He's not beating.
All those quarterbacks are all better than his son.
Yeah.
So you're basing off the quarterback. That's
100%.
well. Did you see his interview with?
Who are they playing next year?
by the way-
that's what I want to know.
Before I started to cut you off real quick, the line of against TCU is 21.
Oh,
TCU
jump all over the
Max-
TCU.
Max Duggan not coming back, obviously.
Yeah.
So
And the starting quarterback,
The actual start,
couldn't-
21.
yeah.
21, that's that line. Go ahead.
But there was a great interview with, what's his name? Our favorite college Colette. He actually went to Colorado.
What's his name?
Not Kerry Colette. That's the wrestler.
His name is not Colette either.
His name is, to me, he's the best.
He's
He played quarterback at Buffalo.
he does the games with Gus Johnson.
I know who you're talking about.
Yes,
Joe
but
Clark.
Joe Klatt.
Joe Klatt.
Go.
Kerry Colette, Joe Klatt. I was very close. But they did an interview 2 weeks ago, and
It was really good.
it was a really good interview. And Joe Klatt says, hey, I just want to tell everybody, to back off and the expectations. And Dion's like, dude, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm just saying, like, what do you consider, like, you're not going to win a championship next year. And Dion's like,
Offended.
don't, like, what? Don't talk for me, bro, because
Well, he's the coach. I mean,
no, but he's like, why wouldn't I? I'm in this to win championships.
No, obviously.
And he totally
Did
dismissed
he
Klatt.
also say something else?
It was a very good interview, but he was offended by say
well, I mean, he has to. He's the coach. You have to say, I'm
you don't have
playing.
to say that. You could totally lower expectations and say, listen, there was nothing here. It'd be smart to actually lower expectations.
I don't think he's selling his
He's not,
recruits
that
on that.
kind. He's not.
And he's not that kind of guy.
Well, that's
We're
what
gonna
he
suck
said.
this year, guys.
And that's
Just
and that's
be
what
aware
he,
of that.
We're just here for fun.
and that's what he told Klatt. He's like, I don't know if you know who I am, but I'm in to win. Like, that's who I am. Don't tell me about winning 4 games and not winning a championship. So, I mean, I don't know. Thoughts and prayers to freaking Neon Dion. I put him in my top 5 athletes of all time. I don't know if no one else did, and I did.
No.
Because it's a reach. That's why.
I did. He was my number 5.
See? Eddie Money's a genius.
Anyways,
So let's go. What are we moving on to
we
now?
got SC and UCLA's 2024 Big Ten schedule.
Wow. Can't wait.
You want to look at it?
Hashtag can't wait, Eddie Money. So USC 2024, if you've been living in a cave or under a rock, SC and UCLA are moving to the Big Ten. How many schools is that now? They're definitely more than 10. It's like 16. But they still, I love how they call it the Big Ten. It's so badass. They're like, numbers don't matter.
Yeah, numbers don't matter anymore.
Math is not math. How do they get away with
14.
that? 14 teams. So, Eddie Money, let's talk about SC's Big Ten schedule, Big 14.
So USC didn't release the full schedule in order. They just have like home and away.
Yeah.
So at home they're gonna play Illinois, Iowa, Michigan, and Wisconsin, and their away games include Maryland, Northwestern, Penn State, Purdue, and UCLA.
I think they got a gimme games on the road. Yeah, the first the UCLA is a lot tougher, but I think they got a
way tougher.
I think they got a gimme schedule for the away games.
You got to be kidding me.
Are you kidding?
Any away game in the Big Ten, especially like Wisconsin, Wisconsin's going to throw the ball 3 times. They're going to have 42 tight ends
Well,
when they go on offense.
Good thing they're playing Wisconsin at home.
Yeah, I'm talking about the road games. I think they have road gimme games. The road games are Maryland, Northwestern,
Yeah.
Purdue. The toughest road game is
Penn
going to be Penn
State.
State.
Penn State.
Penn State.
That's going to be an awesome game.
Whiteout.
Now, if you go to UCLA and you look at their road games,
LSU.
they'll have that's a non, but their conference road games, Michigan and well, there's shit too. Michigan and Rutgers for 24.
They only
But-
have 2 away games.
Hawaii.
and Hawaii. I'm talking about in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
But when you look at who they're playing, they play Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, who maybe will come back soon. Soon. I don't know. Soon.
Not a
And
real good
Ohio
coach
State.
in
But
college.
they play Ohio State. They get Ohio State here
Oh,
at
so
the
UCLA.
Like that
is
makes a
Oh,
difference.
dude, they're rotten.
way brutal.
Dude, they play LSU. They're non-conference LSU,
But-
Fresno State.
But I think they switched the next year too, because they came out with the next year also. I think,
Yeah, the year after that, they
and SC gets the hard schedule the next year.
right.
Well, those are both crazy schedules. I can't wait to see it. But we have a very interesting, and I want to give credit. I don't want to pretend like we came up with this amazing poll question, but we're Big John's in the house, official BTA. What's up, player?
The 2 biggest Samoans
Yes.
in this side of the 710 freeway have just
you just had
Yeah.
2 giants enter the
2
building.
monsters, Rasta monsters.
Yes. So
If you're recruiting for security, just go to the nearest
Yes.
law school football field.
These dudes is top flight
we
security.
should unveil the curtains and show how big these human beings are. We should show people.
They might not fit in frame.
Yeah. So
Fucking anybody.
So I want to give credit where credit's due. I listen to DP, Dan Patrick, right? And I know Hawks does. And I thought he had a super interesting, they call it a poll question, right? And they put
do it
out-
every hour.
They do it every hour. And this was just too good. I said, we have to talk about this. So Dan Patrick said, if you were in the business of buying stock, right? And he always talks about buying stock in players. And, you know, you want to buy early or something that's going to last long. But he gave 3 examples of who would you buy stock into right now. And number 1 was Victor Wembanyama. Okay, number 2 was Caleb Williams, quarterback from USC. Or 3, Bryce Young, number 1 pick for Carolina Panthers. If you were going to buy stock, Rafa, a quality, you're looking for an Apple, you know, NVIDIA, just a superstar stock. Out of those 3, and I would like to add Drake May. And if you're out there,
Do you go CJ Stroud also? Do you go?
if you're out
Will
there,
Anderson, you go
and
a
YouTube
lot
land,
of dudes.
if you have any other people that you want to buy stock into, that,
Chet Holmgren? Can I add Chet in there?
oh my
Oh,
God,
stop
come
it.
on, that's
Come
a penny stock. Like
Better than Victor?
someone that you
We don't know
think,
yet, but I agree.
someone that you think is gonna hit. And out of those 3, it's a very interesting question.
I think
to
I'll
me.
go Bryce Young.
I agree. Wow. And I know where you're going to go. And I don't like his attitude, which is why I will never pick him. 100%. You can love him all you want. I hate his attitude, and I
I just don't know
can't.
because I don't know where he's gonna go. I mean, to like team wise.
It doesn't matter what team he goes
Yeah,
to.
me, it
Bryce,
does.
Bryce just went to Carolina.
Yeah, Bryce went
But
to
he got
shit.
he got a new coach, I think, which is better than his old coach.
What?
Matt Rule was, I mean, he had no success at Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, what do you mean?
Matt Rule didn't coach Bryce Young. Bryce Young's old coach is Nick
That's what I'm
Saban.
saying. No, I'm talking about Carolina as a whole.
Okay. I would say Bryce Young over Caleb Williams all day. Victor for me is a non.
He's not gonna.
I'll take Scoot over Victor.
I'll take Scoot over Victor in the NBA also.
Me too, and I would take Brandon Miller over Victor as well.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Really?
I like Brandon Miller.
To
I
me,
think he's a
I don't
Brandon
know.
Ingram type player.
He puts up shots.
I would add.
Who doesn't in the NBA?
A lot of
these
dudes
days?
don't put up shots. Actually,
I
Ben
would-
Simmons.
none.
Jesus, really, guys? I would add Drake May, UNC quarterback. I would put him in that list. If I only had a choice of those 3, I would go Bryce Young.
Me too.
I wouldn't go Caleb, although I think he's going to be a star. But it's very iffy. He has to go to the right coach. He has to go to the right
I feel like
situation.
Caleb is too. I don't like his attitude. Period.
You went to 1 game, Rafa.
I went to 2 games 2 weeks in a row.
Rafa.
Actually,
That's right.
He's 2 back-to-back weeks.
I forgot about
both
that.
times in a row, bro. Listen, you can ride him all you want. You're riding him
the Heisman
hard.
Trophy winner.
That's fine. There's plenty of dudes. Tim Tebow won 2, or he should have won 2. You can ride him all you want
Who cares about his attitude though? Like, why does that matter? Who
because
cares?
he's a fucking quarterback. Are you
Quarterback,
kidding?
you have to
What do you
care
mean, who
about
cares?
quarterback. At quarterback, you have
have
to
to.
be a leader. You have to be a leader. Come on.
Is
CJ,
Cam
come
Newton
on,
a
man.
success?
Yes.
Cam Newton was a success for you?
Oh no. No.
He was a
So
NFL
if you
MVP,
had
so-
He was
that he
MVP.
was if you bought stock in Cam Newton and whoever else that year who's still fucking playing, you're not taking Cam Newton. Your stock would be fucking down here.
Yes.
Look at where your stock is at on the ground. That's your fucking stock.
He brought
Cam
a
Newton.
prop.
Cam Newton. I used. Fuck. I'm gonna need that cutter.
He brought a
too.
prop.
So, but Cam Newton had an attitude. I
Yes.
love Cam Newton at Auburn. Don't get me wrong. And Cam Newton won. This dude didn't win shit. He won the Heisman by default almost.
Yeah.
He carried that SE team.
He carried the SE team with 4 of the best offensive players in the country, probably. He had the number 1 receiver from the year before. Oh, he barely played.
I think he has one of the highest chances to be a back-to-back Heisman Trophy winner, though.
Dude.
I think he has.
You're
a huge
very
chance.
young. You're
I think he has a
very
huge chance.
You're very young for you to say that when the season that Tim Tebow had and he didn't win it.
Yeah.
Back back
But
national.
That's a difference.
Tebow wasn't as talented though, Rafa.
In college?
Wasn't as
in
talented.
college?
He couldn't throw the ball.
It's a different,
The fuck, he
it's a
ran
different-
it enough.
I mean, he did the jump pass.
It's a different
We all know.
college football though. Like Tebow was all run.
Dude.
Caleb can put up stats like crazy because it's a passing game.
That's
now.
fine. His stock in the NFL, he has a terrible attitude. He went down in the game, and you saw it. Defense on this side, offense on this side. Where the fuck was Caleb Williams? Sitting right here by himself. By himself. Yes or no?
You're gonna break this
saw
table.
it. We'll get a new one. We'll get a new
I
one.
saw it. Listen.
You saw it. I don't like his attitude. I don't like the way he walks around.
His body language.
I don't like it. I hate it. I don't like it.
All right. I mean,
So for me to pick him over Bryce Young, I can't do it. I'd take him over Victor. I think Victor's 7'5". He's one of those fucking,
he's like a blow thing. At
He's
the,
one of
at
those
the
blow
car
In
lot.
front of the car dealership.
Yes.
I don't have those because they look like Victor.
Victor Wembanyama. So Jacob, who would you pick if you're buying stock out of those three?
I said Bryce Young first.
You said Bryce Young.
I would go Bryce.
So we're all
Yeah.
thinking Bryce.
Besides me.
Besides,
Except
CJ.
Caleb.
who are you taking over there?
John, who you taking?
You're cheering. I don't know if it's because the tacos
Bryce.
in your mouth. Yeah. Yeah.
He's taking Senor Birria.
Oh, what are you having?
Sausage, egg, and bacon cheese.
I don't know where that came from, but he's cheering for that.
He said Bryce Young.
Bryce Young for sure.
Yeah.
We all like Bryce Young. I think
it's hard not to.
it's hard not to. I think that's
Did
why.
you
I
see
think
Bryce
we're
Young the
fans
other
of.
day?
So
Oh, no, that leads to this.
listen.
What a fumble.
Listen,
Can you clip this whole thing and send it to Bryce Young?
so I choked.
yes,
big
please tell
time
the story.
last
Sunday.
Sunday, Father's Day. My wife said, "What do you want to do on Father's Day?" I said, "I want to go shopping." So we went shopping at South Coast Plaza, very bougetto.
Mesa Crest.
Yes, yes.
Costa Mesa.
It's in Costa Mesa, Newport Beach, whatever. But anyway, so
Same shit.
we had an appointment at a certain high retail store, and we were sort of running late. And I'm walking into the store, and I catch like 5 feet away. I'm seeing a young black man with a girlfriend. I'm looking at him. I immediately recognize him. I'm staring at. He's looking at me. He's like, this guy's gonna say something to me. And
He got scared as
I
shit.
totally just froze. I froze, and I had to like, okay, I had to either say something or pretend like I don't know him, and I couldn't think of his name.
Wow. Can you
So
believe that?
I go into the store and I tell Shanae, I go, that was, she's like, who's? I'm like, first round pick, Carolina Panthers, Cathedral High School, modern day. She's like, Bryce Young. I'm like, 100% Bryce Young. And man, I played it back in my
Was
head.
he 5'7"?
Listen, he's
How much bigger was he than you?
Well, I'm maybe width-wise, I might be taller than him. If you put me on my side, listen, his hair has grown.
Okay,
So that's what's kind of
6
like
foot?
Deceiving.
threw me. No.
The hair's 6 foot.
He's
No.
5'11".
He is not a big dude. Not a big dude, but you know how I feel about Bryce Young. I think he's been a winner at Cathedral, modern day, Alabama. We did a whole thing on him. I totally choked. I should have said hello. I should have talked about. I've been following that kid since he went to Cathedral High School.
He could have been here, right now.
He could have been right here. I totally blew it.
Dreams.
To Bryce Young, man, dude, I was that dude that was staring at you and like stuttering and like, yeah,
Didn't know who your name was.
Yeah, he went home and he's like, dude, there was a scary ass dude outside of the door. This big old Mexican dude.
yes,
He was gonna kill me.
He looked at me. I thought he was gonna squeeze
Yes.
me by my neck
Yes.
with those paws.
yeah. So I totally blew that one. It would have been a great picture for the show. I would have had a way better story than I have now.
Yeah, no, this is a good story.
Actually,
This is way better.
story.
What I want to hear, you had shook his hand and took a picture. No, I want to hear that you froze.
Dude, I froze like a freaking deer in the headlights.
Starstruck by Bryce Young.
Wow.
Totally,
Yes.
yeah.
Wow. Has that
Yeah.
ever happened to you?
I'm not a big.
Has now.
I'm not a big.
First timer, huh? Wow.
I don't. How do you say? Ride the nutsack?
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
With CJ.
Oh.
With Caleb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Defensive
Yeah.
once. Like all of a sudden he's a writer.
Yeah. I leave people alone. Like in Vegas, we see people all
the time. But I don't. Yeah, I don't get involved.
I've seen Joe Montana. I've seen Shaq, Derek Fisher. I've seen Robert Horrible. When Robert Horry was amazing, I won't go up to him. To me, it's like, dude. The one person that we did stop was Dustin Poirier with Sonny. He was he was awesome.
They had matching ears.
They had matching ears. They were like, he's like, yeah, for sure. I'm taking a picture.
Yeah, when you have ears like that, it's a whole bonding.
So
thing.
we all agree Bryce Young there. I have those three.
Well, if I had the choice, I would take Drake May.
No shock.
That's still a reach.
I think if you had a choice, you'd take
Sam Howell. Come on, talk about riding.
He's right. 100%.
Listen, CJ, and a lot of people don't know this about Drake May. Drake May was recruited and committed to the University of Alabama. Now think about that shit. If he was the starting quarterback for the University of Alabama, come on, man.
They'd be preseason #1 this year.
What factoids?
If Drake May was on Alabama, preseason #1.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
Lock it up.
Factorilias.
Yeah.
But he's not
Yes.
in Alabama. He's at UNC.
But you know what?
You're a hater.
There was a
I feel
ton.
that UNC hate.
May is a better choice than Caleb Williams.
I think he's a better quarterback.
Rafa's gonna say
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. But
I'm
you know
thinking it.
what it is. You know what it is, Liz. Listen,
Speak your mind.
we'll see it. We'll see what happens this year. We will see what happens this year.
There's no way.
Listen, everyone this year, and Sonny could tell you, the rumor was like, how does he not now go to Alabama? Drake May could have left, but he's from North Carolina.
He's sticking it through.
He's sticking it. He could have easily, and I don't even know how much money you had to think that they offered him the world to come to Alabama and be the starting quarterback. He would be hands down the Heisman favorite. He would have made $2 million probably, and he stayed
he's gonna make more than
in
that.
Chapel Hill. He stayed in Chapel
We're
Hill.
talking about two college quarterbacks. Are you going to put any stock in DJ?
I'm a DJ fan. I always listen. Right
DJ, with
now,
all due respect.
right now, listen.
Go ahead, Eddie.
I'll tell you how and everyone knows how I feel about DJ.
Broncos gonna go crazy.
Right now, you could buy DJ. You could as a stock.
Rafa's shorting DJ's stock.
I can't throw the rest of the shit I got on the thing. But
Yes, as a-
this stock would be on the floor.
Obviously, right now, DJ stock.
But you buy low.
You buy low and sell high.
Talk about
What's
penny stock.
below a penny stock? Whatever
He's
that
not,
is,
he's not below that.
that is
Fractional.
that. Are you kidding? He's not below that?
No, I think
Listen, I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you. Before I hung with you guys and I knew you guys, I saw him play for Trevor. And when I saw him, I swear to God, I was like, wow.
Everyone was.
That motherfucker's going to be amazing. And then everything else. Then he actually had to play football.
Listen, I don't
like,
you know.
wow. Like,
Sonny said,
Was that Notre Dame game not football?
dude.
Oh,
Sonny.
you had to play a whole season with him, man.
Bro, yet he got benched for a dude that wasn't very good.
I don't
okay?
know. Listen, and you guys listen. CJ, if you guys don't know, was DJ's center. You know, we have linemen that will back DJ up.
Everybody here's a lineman. With the exception of these three dudes, everybody in this shit right here, we're all linemen.
Listen.
Okay.
You can't teach. First of all, you can't teach 6'6", 255, athletic, gun. I think he's a good person. Sonny said, he's like, Dad, you should get DJ on the show. I'm like, I would love to, because I would like to. He probably wouldn't say everything that he would want to say would happen, but I mean, he was getting death threats.
That's
at
terrible. See,
Clemson.
that's terrible.
It's horrible.
They're kids, bro. Like, nobody should get death
never
threats
that
over
serious.
fucking sports.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell
Yeah.
you, these college football fans are crazy.
Bro, college football fans, that's fine.
but that's the E, like that's the
It's
South
one of the
too.
biggest markets in probably all of sports. Like,
bro.
Well, the thing is, I would like to talk to DJ. I think he still has all the skills that he had. Listen, I watched DJ and Bryce Young since freshman year, and I've seen these guys play against each other. They went back and forth. They traded national championships. They had comebacks. That comeback, they've been incredible. Now, what's the difference? You're telling me there's a huge difference between Bryce Young and DJ? To me, something went wrong with the coaching there. And I don't want to, something didn't, something was missing.
Either his playing style didn't fit.
the OC left. DJ
Yeah.
DJ's second year. Or after DJ's first year, the OC left.
So
QB coach became.
if you're gonna buy stock, I mean, right now,
That's a good stock to buy if it's going to be low.
Hey, that
and then-
stock is a good stock to buy if it's 0.0007.
That's a
That-
low stock.
That's good to buy if it's Shiba.
So what do you?
Shiba coin?
Yeah. Huh?
What were you saying his stock is at right now?
Very low.
it's yes.
He might not even start.
That's
You
that's
think
an
he
issue.
starts?
The issue
You're
that
optimistic you start because you have a
According to the
personal
depth
relation.
chart, he is number one.
really.
I hope he starts. And,
Just check.
I
He
hope he
better
starts. I
start.
hope he starts.
If he doesn't start, it's over for him.
not
100%.
True. Not true. Matt Castle, Chatsworth High School.
That was different, and that was at SC,
And you
dude,
said
when
Mac-
there was
you said-
fucking stacked at quarterback.
Matt Castle played tight end his junior year, and then started games at New England Patriots.
Dude.
They moved him to tight end.
That's
Chatsworth High.
Matt Castle is different.
The Knights.
Matt Castle is
The
different.
Knights.
So I don't know. Dude, DJ just fell way off.
I listen.
Way off.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
He may have, but our love has not.
Our love has
No,
not.
that's hey,
yes.
that's fine, and that's great, and I hope he starts, and I hope he fucking
Listen.
beats USC if they play him all day.
I hope.
I'll bet on him. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
he'll
I'll
for
go to
sure.
Vegas. 100%.
I'll tell you what. I'll make a statement right now.
Uh-oh.
I'd rather have DJ Uungalele, and I.
That's not going to get him on.
Yeah.
Let's redo that clip. Uyangalele.
Uungalele, I have a hard time saying it. Uungalele, I'd rather have DJ than Aiden frickin' O'Connell from frickin' Purdue University as my backup quarterback. I think that's a statue. I think that's going to go horrible with the Raiders.
Eddie, did you watch DJ play?
I told you.
You watched DJ play?
I know, it was really bad last year.
DJ can't move.
No, that's not true.
The fuck it isn't.
That's not true.
DJ can move.
They had a horrible
didn't
offensive
move.
line. They had a horrible
They had a bad
offensive line.
line.
Like, he had that a bad line. Why did the white kid come in who nobody knew and actually win
Nobody
games?
knew he was a top recruit. He was
So-
the one-
Nobody knew who the fuck he was.
Something.
You can top recruit all you want. Ain't nobody know him.
Listen.
Oh, fuck.
Something.
That's who I wanted, that guy.
We're just gonna ignore the ESPN
I know.
number one next to his name.
Nobody knew who he was.
Shanae and I would watch the games, and we were like
Crying.
It was really bad.
It was hard to watch.
And then the kid did come in, and he
and
did do
win
things.
games, dude.
And I just can't explain it. It's just unexplainable to me.
I mean, a change of scenery always
Yeah.
helps a lot of people. Maybe a change of a whole new world.
Yes,
Maybe that helps
yes,
him.
yes.
Maybe
I'm
going
hoping.
into the Pacific Northwest where people go to rot, he can do well there.
Well, that's our segment on buying stock. We should probably do that every year. Who you buying stock?
We should do that every week.
Every week.
100%.
Who you buying stock in? Who's your stock picks? And let me DJ, like you said, buy really cheap right now.
I hope he
Really-
starts. I hope you're right. I don't know
Yeah.
if he's going to start, but
I hope so.
Promoting him as a number one.
I like the coach at Oregon State. They run the shit out of the ball. They're a tough team. Oregon State, I always had love for Oregon
Pac-12
State.
is also very soft, so
Yeah,
you know it's
true
not.
that.
He's not playing
Is it
anybody.
though? Do you think it's gonna be soft this upcoming year?
Is it?
Shout out to
Does
Oregon
it
State.
ever
Good,
change?
USC's gonna be good. UCLA's gonna be good. Utah's gonna be good. Oregon's
No one can hear you.
Get
TJ.
this man a mic.
Yeah.
We need let's buy another mic this week. Let me know. I'll
Yeah.
send you the money.
Yeah.
We're gonna get another mic and another cord and everything. We need 5 people on this mic
Yeah.
for these ridiculous conversations. Go ahead.
USC's gonna be good. UCLA's gonna be good. Utah's gonna be good. Oregon's gonna be good. Oregon State's gonna be good. Washington's gonna be good.
Washington, 100% is gonna be good.
Yeah.
There's like half the conference gonna be top 25 ish.
I agree.
And then you have like Cal and Stanford
Yeah, but
and Arizona State.
The half the others,
Colorado.
the top end of the conference is top 25.
Yep.
When it's
You
all
can't just
said and
look
done,
at the
they'll
bottom
have,
and be like, "Oh, that's ugly." Like every
when it's
conference
all
has
said and done,
ugly.
they'll have maybe 3-4 teams in the top 25. Oregon State not being one of them.
I mean,
Sure.
yeah.
Okay,
Look
so
at
how many
those.
teams are in the fucking conference? 12? That's not top half. Basic math. I don't know about basic math, but basic math.
Fucking Rafa always hung up on math.
The numbers guy.
Fucking
Big
math.
numbers guy.
Yeah.
Big numbers guy.
33% of
Yes.
the conference is going to be good.
Freaking math, man.
I don't think UCLA is going to be very good. You think they're going to be good?
Yes.
They'll
They have-
be
they have a
they'll be
rookie-
18th.
That quarterback
All
for sure.
year?
They're always 18th.
I like Chip
I don't know why.
Oh, I loved. I
High T area.
I really like Chip Kelly and that quarterback. They have a really good.
Who's that? The new
Freshman.
kid. Freshman.
He's really good.
Number 1 quarterback. last year, right?
Yeah, not number one, but
But
he's
he was
very
top
good, very
3.
good quarterback.
CJ, you said Utah was going to win the Pac-12. You said, right?
Yes.
You still believe that?
Yes.
But he has family. We all know who his family is.
Yeah, but is that
Utah
not?
won the Pac-12 last year.
That's fine. I understand. So you still sticking with that?
Yes, I think so.
I think SC wins the Pac-12.
this dude confuses the shit out of me sometimes. Over
I-
here.
Hey, but I'm
I
telling
don't
you,
like them. I don't like them, but I think they're the best
I
team.
like USC too, but I think they finish.
They need defense.
Not-
They still need defense.
I think the Pac-12 title game is USC and
Utah.
either Oregon or Washington.
Not even Utah makes it.
No.
You don't think you get Utah?
That's a hot take.
I'll give you offensive MVP of the Pac-12,
Oh.
and this is going to be a shocker to you. This will be running back from modern day, number 14, Brown. Not Elijah Brown. That's a quarterback.
At what school?
At
SC.
at SC.
Oh, God. The MVP of the Pac-12 is
yeah,
Caleb Williams.
No. Offensive.
Malik Brown.
Malik Brown.
No, Ralik Brown.
Caleb-
Ralik Brown.
Caleb Williams plays
Really?
offense.
That's
He
a
is going
dark horse.
to. He is going to be a superstar in college football. He will be the number one running back there, and he's electric as F.
So you think he's going to be the offensive player in the
Over
Pac-12?
Caleb
yes,
Williams.
yes.
Rookie Pac-12 or
Well, he's
freshman of the year?
He's already played.
He played last
a
year.
lot
Okay, so
last
he's
year.
just going to be offensive player of the year.
Yes.
Over Michael Penix and Caleb Williams.
Well, I think Caleb gets Heisman Trophy.
Well, then he has. If you win
My
Heisman,
my offensive was Michael Penix.
Well, he very possibly could be that.
I think Michael Penix competes for the Heisman.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he's in the top 5. He's in the top 5 for sure. For the
Bold
Heisman.
statement: Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix. Heisman watch.
Jeez.
Go Tigers.
Yes, I've seen more built 7th graders than
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. Yes. So, anyways, that's our college football rundown.
We're gonna cover college every week. It's coming up.
Yes.
It's coming.
Yes.
It's coming. We'll ramp that up.
Let's roll into the baseball. Brought to you by About That Action, official BTA. What's up, Big John? How you doing over there, Papa? I wear your stuff all the time. I'm still waiting for that cream beige hoodie. I love that shit. Hell yes. I know summer's coming, but if you haven't checked that out, official BTA, About That Action, great athletic brand coming to you from athletes in college. So go support them, official BTA. But let's get into a little bit of baseball. What do we got, Eddie Money? What do we got on the agenda, if you will?
New news of Patrick McDavid becoming a minority owner of the New York Yankees.
Congratulations to
man.
Patrick Bet-David. That is awesome.
Did that come out today?
I think he posted it today. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in New York last week, which I had seen, and he said that
Yes.
today. And they gave him a chance, and he had to go through all the background check
Yes.
and all that.
Yes.
Congratulations to him, man.
Congratulations to Patrick Bet-David. I know I dropped his name a couple of weeks ago. He couldn't pick me out in the lineup, by the way. Like,
Really? He used to go to your house.
he went to my house when I quit his company, and I was scared as shit. We quit the company. We knew we were gonna get shit. I looked out the window. I'm like, Shanae, Patrick Bet-David is coming in with some egg McMuffins and came to sit down. I was like, oh no, how am I gonna tell this dude no? I still don't think he'd pick me out of a lineup. But anyways,
Clip that and send it to Patrick, please. Please clip that and send. Can we send that to Patrick?
you can send. I send everything to Patrick.
Let's send that to him personally.
But Patrick Bet-David, if you guys don't know his story, an immigrant, refugee from Iran. They left when he was a kid, stayed in camps. This guy, he was a trainer at LA Fitness. That's who he was, like at 18 years old. Went into the military. This dude, probably the hardest working man I've ever seen or been around in my life. And it's so cool to see someone with the American dream and crush it.
Oh,
He's crushed it through hard work, determination, and a very smart man. Although he'll tell you, I mean, wasn't educated at Harvard, Duke, or USC,
any of those places.
but also had a very good father. I know his father was a big influence in him. But let's wait for these. They're on their way to Santa Clarita right now. I'm sure there's some shit going on.
Congratulations to Patrick Bet-David once again and the New York Yankees for
Yes, you just got a winner.
big time.
You got a winner.
And a brand. He's a brand.
He's a brand, which is kind of shocking, right? Because I know he leans a certain way, And it might have been a controversial pick. I don't know, but to me, he's a man. He stands up for what he believes in. And man, I take it as a win for someone who stands up for what he believes in.
100%.
Went into the MLB. Is the Yankees behind Real Madrid maybe worth the most as a franchise?
I don't know. They're for sure number one on American teams, I think, right?
Oh,
behind
yeah.
the
Yankees
Cowboys.
are worth probably $8 billion. Oh, maybe Cowboys. Cowboys, Yankees, but Real Madrid's probably
I
number
think
one.
Yeah, and Manchester United is also up there.
Yeah.
But congratulations to him and the New York Yankees. You got a hell of a guy
yes.
as a minority owner.
Listen to that dude. Listen to that dude, because I listened to him very little, and he's had a big influence in my life. He probably doesn't know it. I was listening. I was a knucklehead. I was young, but I still listened to him, and I got some great advice from him, and I'm super pumped about that.
Awesome for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you send it to like every group chat I'm in with you.
Dude, yeah, I'm like...
Like literally every group chat I'm in with Eddie, he sent it to. He's like,
Yeah.
Instagram and everything.
You know, when you have someone in your past, like I said, we're definitely not friends or anything like that, but he's someone that I have always rooted for. Even though I left his company, I just wasn't ready. The company was amazing. He sold that company for billions of dollars. I just wasn't ready for the opportunity that he presented to me at the time. But always been a fan, always have rooted for him, and to see him continually just...
Yeah, I watch him all the
Step
time.
up, man. Wow. Incredible man. And congratulations again to Patrick
Patrick
Bet
David.
David.
Big congratulations.
What's next up, Eddie Money?
So we got about 30 minutes left. You want to cover all the NBA talk?
We got to talk Otani,
Or
man.
you want to talk Otani? All right.
Let's talk Otani, man.
Dude, the hate the Angels, the Dodger fans have for the Angels is incredible.
I would say
Angel fans
we're
don't-
jealous of them having Otani.
100%.
And we are.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Dodger fans are jealous that they have Otani and they have Mike Trout.
100%. I don't have a problem.
That's what I thought.
I think if you ask a real person that's going to give you their opinion, they might fight it, and then if they look deep, it's jealousy. Because, I mean, although Freddie Freeman has been more than... And Mookie
he's
Betts,
not Mike Trout.
Fucking great. Freddie's been amazing.
Shohei is a generational talent that we haven't seen ever. I don't care. Don't even talk about Babe Ruth. I don't want to hear about Babe Ruth. He is not Babe Ruth. He's a million times better. He's a million times better. And Shohei, I just feel like he deserves better. You know how I feel about this.
They're winning games.
Well, not the last two, Papa.
They lost,
Andy pitched that
they
last
lost
one.
two to the Dodgers. They didn't score one run.
Yeah.
They didn't score one run. And they actually, Detmers, who pitched against Kershaw, pitched the best game he's pitched all year.
Yes.
And they couldn't score. And it's sad. Fucking
I
Angel
don't know
fans.
if you guys know the story about Shohei, and if you look at Kershaw's record against, and I don't know, Eddie, if you could pull this up. When Shohei, we knew he was good and that he was courting teams. Dodgers, we all thought we had him in the bag. It was off season, and Clayton Kershaw was somewhere in Africa, or he was on vacation, and the Dodger management called Kershaw and said, "Listen, we're bringing Shohei in. Can you please come in and recruit? Well, we know you're on vacation." He didn't, and I don't know if Kershaw was hesitant, but he said, "I'll do it." They sent a private jet to grab Kershaw from 20 hours away. They flew Kershaw, interrupted his vacation all the way to LA, and Otani didn't even fucking show up. Wow. I don't know if you guys know this. So to me, this is always a thing with Kershaw and Otani. I think it's very personal with Kershaw. He's always pitched a
Room on vacation.
Yeah, he's like, dude, you disrespected me like that, bro. That's major disrespect.
That's I didn't know that story.
Yeah, it's true.
Wow.
Look it up. Like, he didn't even show up. And imagine being Kershaw, like, bro, I left my family. You said this guy's coming to visit us. I was going to recruit him. And Otani didn't even give the Dodgers a visit when he was just down in freaking Anaheim, where Happy Jewelers is, by the way. Visit Happy Jewelers, Fullerton, amazing freaking jewelry.
I like that. Clip that.
Yes.
Look at Eddie popping in promos.
Yes. But,
Kurt Schilling, you know who that is, right? We all know who that is.
Kurt Schilling is up.
So Kurt Schilling said on some podcast this week, he said that he thought Mike Trout was the best player ever that we're ever going to see. It's going to be Mike Trout. He now says that Otani will be the greatest player we've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's true.
Listen, the only question and concerns that we all have is that he's a pitcher. And we all
have
know there's a mileage, there's a limit. DeGrom now going through a second freaking Tommy John. You know, pitchers only have so much miles on a ligament in their elbow. And if you pay a dude, and I've heard the numbers are 5 year or 8 years, $525 million. It comes out to like 60 something million a year. It's no one's ever heard of anything like that. But to me, 100% deserved.
Oh,
100% deserved for what he's doing. He leads. Go look at the categories. He leads the Angels in everything. And by the way,
he's like the LeBron James of
Mike
of
Trout's on the
baseball.
fucking team.
Yeah.
Mike Trout's on the team, and he just outshines Mike Trout.
The ball sounds different off his bat. Like
Oh, I agree.
it's a crazy sound. Like you don't hear that very much. The ball off his bat sounds like a nuke. It sounds like someone.
Do you have any Ohtani gear?
I have an Ohtani autograph jersey framed.
That's pretty
Better lock that
badass.
shit
Very
up.
nice looking.
That can go for a lot of money in the future.
Very nice looking.
So what are we
Ohtani
thinking
on
here?
the
We would
Angels jersey.
like to hear from Angel fans and Dodger fans. So we have the trade deadline coming up August 31st.
So if you were the GM,
100%. I don't even
entertain,
You call me, I hang up the phone.
I like it.
I'm an Angel.
I agree.
I'm the Angels GM, owner,
agree.
fucking dude, the ticket lady. Fucking hang up the phone.
really?
There's no way that you can trade
What
that
if-
guy.
You
Okay,
can't do it.
but
I
what if-
wouldn't do it.
What if Ohtani's agent says, "Listen,
We're leaving.
we're testing the market. You
can test it. I'm not giving you up. There's no way that I can give you up for August and September. I can't give you up for the last 50 games. There's no way.
Think there's any type of frustration that Ohtani's going through right now?
I don't think so.
Listen, the Dodgers have 18-year-old kids pitching right now, and we beat the Angels. I mean, we're decimated.
That happens.
in
It's
the pitching.
baseball. The Royals beat McClanahan tonight, I think. That's how baseball goes. I understand there's frustration because I keep telling you guys, and you guys are the Angels have tried to get guys. Do they spend the money on the wrong dudes? Yes. The Dodgers did it for a long fucking time.
Yeah, they were not good
Darren
for a while.
Dreifert, Kevin Brown. Like, the list is endless of
Yeah.
the piece of shit guys that the Dodgers
True.
went and got.
That's what the old regime, though.
There's a list of guys, piece of shit guys that the Dodgers sign. Every franchise goes through it. So do they need to change the GM? Fine, change the GM. You need to sell the team, sell whatever. There's no
You can't
way
give him up.
that you give him up.
Explain to me why Dodgers have the second. I think they're top three in their farm system. Explain that.
Who, the Angels?
No, the
Dodgers.
Dodgers.
They're great.
They have good scouts. I mean,
They have amazing scouts. The scouts on the Angels are terrible.
Well, obviously, that's why I'm thinking. If I'm sitting down, if I'm Ohtani's agent, like, you're gonna get paid wherever he's gonna get paid wherever he goes. What are your goals? You've seen what Mike Trout has gone through, not smelling or touching the playoffs. We all want
It
to
is
see.
so hard to win at baseball. It is the toughest sport to win at. That's
And the Dodgers have made the playoffs 10 years in a row.
So did the Braves. The Braves won 10 divisions in a row.
Yeah.
They won one fucking World Series.
So would you rather
with Glavine,
play-
Maddox, and Steve Avery, and John Smoltz, a whole bunch of fucking dudes?
So if you're going to go to an organization, I want to go to an organization that has a track record of winning. So I at least have a chance to play in the playoffs. If Ohtani stays with the Angels and they never make anything, if a tree falls in the forest, did anyone fucking hear it?
There's no way. You can leave. That's up to him. As far as the team part,
yeah, as far
as
as
far
the
as the
GM,
team part,
I wouldn't
there
trade
is
him.
no way in hell as the owner that you authorize
Any deal.
any deal. Any deal. Like, take whoever. Give me Tampa's first 3 best players. I'm not trading him. And Tampa's got a roster.
Tampa has
a roster.
They're the
Tampa
best
has a
team
roster.
possibly.
And Tampa calls you and they give you Franco, McClanahan, and Rosarena. I don't want it. This guy fills.
I would take that.
You
actually.
can take it. This guy fills seats. He's a superstar. All of a sudden, now we're seeing that the Angels are on ESPN.
Because they have
Like, they're talking about them. Not that they're on. They're
Yeah.
actually talking about the Angels now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ohtani fills seats.
Huh?
Ohtani fills seats.
Dude,
11th
the
in the
Angels
league.
are 11th in
11th.
payroll in attendance. That's
You
not.
act like that's good. They're in
It's
Los
not
Angeles.
terrible.
We have.
I'm sure
80
it was
million
worse
people
before
here.
that.
Oh,
Of course
100%.
it
So I
was.
mean, that's a jump.
Let's think about this. You trade Otani.
I wouldn't trade him.
You trade Otani, hypothetical, to the Dodgers for 5 amazing prospects. Amazing
You get
ones.
Miguel Vargas. You get Outland or
You can get them all.
Yeah.
All 5 of them.
Michael Bush,
All 5 of them.
Pepio.
And they all turn into Cody Bellingers. They had 2 good seasons, 1 actually, and they turned into Cody Bellinger. And Otani's fucking across town, striking out 150, 160, 170 guys and hitting 30 home runs.
Yeah, I
and
couldn't
hitting
do it.
300. And guess what? Otani every year, MVP.
Okay.
MVP.
But
Every
Rafa,
year.
you're forgetting the most obvious scenario to that is that you don't listen to any trade talks and Otani walks for
It doesn't
nothing.
matter. This is baseball.
You don't have anybody, and now you're the GM that didn't get anything. Now, not only did he leave to the rival Dodgers, but you didn't get a bag of fucking Cracker Jacks.
I don't
Doesn't
understand.
matter.
Okay, if I was the GM or the owner or whoever in the Angels, I would sit him down and hey, what's the number, or do you even want to stay?
You have to.
Ask him now. That way you know,
Dude, it's in season. Guys
I
don't
know.
talk in season.
I
You
know, but
have
I'm just
to.
saying, like,
you have to, Rafa.
at this
Guys don't
point,
talk in season. It just
they-
doesn't. It doesn't work.
I agree, but they should because
Yeah, I agree.
Your franchise is at risk from this whatever happens in the offseason.
That's fine. Why am I going to trade him for a bunch of dudes that are nobodies?
But
and
if
what
he-
if they pound out to be nothing?
If he says I'm not coming back no matter what, then you have to trade him at that point. If he says I'm not coming back,
You give him
no matter
Bobby
what.
Miller?
but he's never going to say that.
I'm
and he hasn't
just
said
saying,
it.
If he did, you would have to, right?
I still don't trade him.
We've heard things. He does not want to go to the East Coast. We've heard that. Whether that's true or not, that's something that we've heard. I don't believe in my heart that the Angels would ever deal Otani to the Dodgers.
They would never do it.
It's a Babe Ruth Red Sox to they'll be cursed forever. It's a Red Sox to Yankees deal. Yankees organization will be cursed. But the alternative is this. You let him go for nothing and the Angels get nothing. Angel Stadium is a hole. It's empty. It sucks down into Middle Earth.
Before Otani,
And there's hobbits and fucking elves rolling around the fucking city of Anaheim. It's now the third world country.
we can go back here. I'll give you a hypothetical.
Am I lying?
Well,
Rafi, am I lying?
what-
No,
you
'cause,
can look
I
up their attendance from 2017 before Otani got, or 2019, and see what it was. The Oakland A's, had Mark Mulder, Tim Hudson, and Barry Zito. Superstars.
Yep.
3 elite pitchers. They traded them all for, this guy, prospect fucking Juan Pinding. Fucking prospect CJ
Don't
Womack.
ever talk shit about Juan Ping Ding in my house again.
All sorts of dudes, and you did nothing.
He's just okay.
Your franchise still sucks.
True.
There's no point in trading the best player anyone's ever probably going to see
I wouldn't do it.
for a bunch of maybes.
Well, listen, we have a little bit more than a month. This discussion is going to get really fucking heated. And you're 100% right. We are jealous. We are jealous that Mike Trout is not in a Dodger uniform. We're jealous that Otani is not. There's no other way to put it. We're just straight up jealous. And we're kind of disappointed. We want to see them, and Major League Baseball wants to see them. And they need stars. Major League Baseball needs stars so freaking bad right now. Think about who are Major League Baseball? Who are they promoting in an All-Star game? Mookie Betts?
We know
Freddie
who-
Freeman?
We know who they're promoting.
We know it's Otani.
And he's on the Angels, and they're already promoting it. So what other? How much more promotion?
Who's the next star after Otani? It
Eddie De La
falls.
Cruz.
Mike Trout.
Okay,
Yeah.
but Mike Trout won't talk to the media. I mean,
Neither can Otani. He literally can't talk to the media.
Ronald Acuna.
You sit there, and he's like,
okay, Ronald Acuna.
Ronald Acuna is the best player. In,
Yeah.
another motherfucker who can't talk to the media.
Yeah.
These guys don't speak English.
Yeah.
They can't talk to the media. None of those guys are your face. You're taking the idea of the NBA and the idea of the NFL and implementing it into Major League Baseball. And it does not work like that. You can't let so-and-so superstar basketball player walk into free agency. That guy, you can trade him and get something for him. Otani, baseball doesn't work like that.
But think about this, Rafa. I don't want to interrupt you, but when baseball was on fire, it
Everybody was on
because-
steroids.
because they had stars. Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, Barry Bonds, Stars, superstars. That's when baseball was freaking amazing. Because
I will check mark all three of them. Steroids.
You say tomato, I say ketchup.
Steroids. They were on steroids. That's why they were stars. Otani is a star. He's a superstar. He's the biggest star.
Anywhere
and
he
he's
goes.
on the Angels.
Yeah.
He can't get any bigger on the... What more can you put him on baseball?
Put him on the Dodgers. We're going to
Dude,
be...
I want to... That story, I didn't know that story about him not even showing up.
Yeah.
That story tells you Dodger fans forget about it. He didn't even show up the first time when he was nothing here.
Yeah.
You think now that he's something, he's going to show up? He probably has zero interest.
There's no way he has zero interest.
I don't think he does.
Dude, when was this meeting? When did Otani sign? In 19?
So you're saying
If I were him, I would stay.
he doesn't want to win.
Signed in 2018.
Dude, baseball is not a guarantee ever. It's not. You guys keep saying, oh, he doesn't want to win. Bro, it's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee. There's nothing. The NBA, those guys, Dame, I want to go to Miami because you have a chance to win. You have a chance to win a title in Miami. Beal and Booker and Durant, they have a chance to win the title. You getting one player in baseball doesn't mean shit. The best team is Tampa Bay, and nobody knows anybody on that team.
I just told you, though, the Dodgers have been to the playoffs 10 years
And how
in a
many
row.
times did they win?
See, you always go there with that shit.
They won one time.
He's not wrong.
And I'll use your argument. It's freaking hard to fucking win.
Exactly. So
But
why am I going to
let's
leave my
get-
situation?
Let's get to the playoffs. Let's get to the playoffs. Give me a chance. So you're
The
saying
Rockies-
there's a chance.
Dude, the Rockies made the World Series. Nobody gives a shit. Baseball is very tough for you to implement that. It's guaranteed a winner. It's not a guaranteed win.
I agree.
It's not a guaranteed anything. Any team he goes to is not guaranteed.
I don't know. The Yankees, I think they make it every year.
And they don't win. When was the last time they won a World Series? They haven't won a World Series in a long
I'm talking
time.
about winning. I'm talking
What if
about
he goes to the
just
Astros?
I'm talking about just getting to the playoffs
What?
in general.
You tell me he goes to the Astros, they're not going to win?
The Astros are already going to win without him.
That's what I'm saying. The Dodgers are already winning without him.
The Dodgers aren't winning World Series.
They won one.
COVID one.
You were there.
COVID. I
You
was
were
there,
there.
and it was a COVID one.
You were there.
I mean, if
I
was
don't
him-
see. I don't see you guys' logic with MLB does not translate to the other sports.
I disagree. If he goes to the Yankees, Astros, Dodgers, he's getting into the playoffs no matter what.
I agree.
Not winning World Series,
You
but he's
guys
getting into
are
the
you
playoffs.
guys are using the I want a superstar in the playoffs.
Yes.
No, I want
This is
Mike
not the
Trout and
NBA.
Otani. I want Mike Trout and Otani, and so does Major League Baseball.
Barry Bonds made one World Series. He's probably the greatest hitter we've seen up until these last couple of
we
years.
saw him in the playoffs.
You saw him one time in the World Series.
We saw him in the playoffs, which we agree. We always bang heads on this. I agree that baseball is very difficult to win, but you could put a team together that at least makes the playoffs, which the Dodgers,
They've
the Yankees,
tried. You
and
keep
the Astros
knocking
do.
them. They're in the division with the Astros. They've tried. They've spent money. They gave Rendon a shitload of money after that World Series that he was amazing in. It didn't work
terrible
out.
after that.
But they're trying. You're going to tell me that the Padres aren't trying? They have like 5 fucking guys
And
that
they're
would be the
terrible.
best player on every team, and they're horrible because that's how baseball is.
Organization.
You're right. But at the end of the day, he's still a superstar. He cannot be bigger than what he already is.
I agree with that.
disagree.
I agree with that.
Bullshit.
How do you disagree?
You can't be bigger than
Hideo
what he
Nomo,
is.
Fernando Valenzuela.
Dude, those were the first timers. After that, there's been Daisuke.
Yeah.
There's been Hideki
already a world
Irabu. There's been
superstar.
Hideki Matsui. That guy is a world superstar already. He's
He
number
is.
1 in jersey sales. It can't get more than 1. You can't be like
0?
1-1-1.
Can you be 0?
You can't be like, dude, that's it.
I will get a Shohei Otani tattoo if he comes to the Dodgers. You can't get any bigger than that.
Well,
I got a lot of space.
I don't see what you guys are saying. Oh, the playoffs and blah blah. Dude, the playoffs is and the playoffs in Major League Baseball, we always have random dudes that show up. David Eckstein won the World Series MVP. A random dude.
Well, you know what? I think after this conversation, we know what's on the other side of Rafa's butt cheek. There's a fucking Volt and an halo on the other one.
Oh, I'm not an Angel fan. I like to see
You just play one on a podcast.
That's a fact, Rafa.
Dude, I'm not an Angel fan.
But you don't want to see him like on the Astros.
I would love to see him anywhere. That guy's a superstar
Okay,
anywhere.
so then
Your logic, though, that he should leave the Angels to increase his star power.
No, I'm not arguing that. He's arguing that.
Not his increase his star power. That's not my argument. To increase his chance of winning.
People don't care about that shit as much as making money.
Everyone wants to win, Rafa.
Well, he's gonna get paid no matter what.
I'm 100%. But I'm not. I'll tell you what. If I'm fucking a professional athlete and I make $25 million a year, bro, I don't give a fuck if
I don't believe that for one fucking
no.
second.
If I'm
this guy loves to win jumping jacks, fucking
I haven't jumped jack
flapjacks.
in a minute.
Rafa loves to fucking win.
You love to win, Rafa.
I agree, but some of those guys aren't built like that. They're not built like. Dude,
I agree,
if Mike
yeah.
Trout liked to win, he would
would
have
be
left
on-
already.
yeah.
He doesn't care.
That's why I hate Mike Trout.
Dude, he likes to live in Southern California for 6 months.
I would too.
That's what it is. He doesn't care. He could have been a Philly. We know that. He could have been on the Mets. Blah, blah. By the way, Mets, another team that overspend money and they suck dick.
Everyone got injuries.
So, I mean, yeah, injuries, because injuries happen, because that's why baseball's super tough. I don't think Ohtani gets traded. It would be the stupidest thing.
I agree.
No way that they should trade him. They lose him, fuck it. They lost him. There's no way you trade him. I want a chance November 1st to sit there with him and tell him, hey, listen, we are going to give you $600 million for 8 years.
And
we're going to sign this. We're going to try and go after this guy. We're going to try and go after this guy and blah, blah, blah.
And
To me,
lifetime happy dad?
forever. But I
would-
think
that
if
would seal it
the
for me.
Angels aren't out of it right now, like
They're
we're
not.
talking like they're out of it.
No, I said that they're winning games right now.
Yeah, we're talking like they're out of it. So they played the last 2 games against the Dodgers. So
Before-
Dodger fans get
before that, they were
excited.
10 in a
Oh, the
row.
fucking Angels are terrible and blah, blah. Do you think... I think that the Angels need to make a trade, a splash trade
They
for
better.
for a first baseman. Okay, somebody with power, somebody with pop.
And 6
I'm-
pitchers.
Oh, they need a bullpen. But there's guys they can trade for, and they can give up whatever they may not have much, but whatever it is, they can keep giving it and giving it and giving it and giving it. So I just don't think Ohtani should be traded.
Let's put a ball on it. Listen.
As much as I want to see Rafa in a full Dodgers uniform, I agree with Rafa.
And you know what? You guys, I agree 100%. I don't deal with the Dodgers. I agree with you, by the way. I don't think he gets traded, especially to
He
the fucking
shouldn't. You
Dodgers.
think he shouldn't be traded as well, right? Would
Oh,
you
no,
trade him?
No, never. Never.
Forget that you're a Dodger fan. You would
can't be
never
the guy
trade him,
that
right?
trades-
You don't
You
trade,
can't be the trade.
You
You
don't
can't be the guy.
trade Michael Jordan in his prime. You don't trade.
LeBron James in his prime.
You
would
don't,
trade LeBron James?
you don't trade Patrick Mahomes.
Oh,
You
no.
don't trade
Anyone in their
and
prime.
by the way, he's better than everyone we just mentioned there. LeBron James never made a first team defensive team. What Ohtani does,
Yes, he did.
he's an enigma inside of a Rubik's cube with in a papusa.
By the way, what Fred said last week when we did our top 5 all-time athletes, he
For
said that
Ohtani.
Ohtani should have been on the list.
I
And
wouldn't
we all
disagree.
agree, but it's only been for 3 years.
I agree.
We would have put him there easily, and he deserves to be there. No one's done what he's done.
I just think you can't trade a guy who's always the MVP.
I agree.
Always. So
I agree, and I hope he leaves to the Dodgers and they get nothing.
you'd have a huge
Well,
party.
Ho, 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 ho.
Speaking of trades, NBA got some big trades done
Let's go.
yesterday.
Let's do it.
We already went over the Bradley Beal trade earlier.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into that shit.
Yeah,
again.
but the 3-team trade with Marcus Smart, the Celtics received Kristaps Porzingis, the number 25 pick tonight, and a 2024 first-round pick. The Wizards got Tyus Jones, Danilo Gallinari, Mike Muscala, the number 35 pick tonight, and the Grizzlies received Marcus Smart.
This bothers you.
No,
This
doesn't it?
trade. This trade doesn't bother you.
No, it does. Well, for the Wizards, it does.
Yeah, but listen, now at least we don't have to see Marcus Smart hair dyed fucking horrible green.
That's not why his
I think
hair
it's a
is
not
great.
why.
dye green.
Why
His mom.
Why does he
mom-
dye his hair green?
For his mother.
His
What
mom wanted
is
to
she a fucking
to see-
dinosaur?
No, she's dead.
Oh, but why green?
Because that's what she wanted. Because she said it would look good with the Celtics jersey.
Well,
Next year it'll be blue.
Yeah, so my point is made. He's not gonna have green hair next.
I think the
year.
Grizzlies win this trade.
I agree.
Yeah.
Marcus
Oh, yeah.
Smart,
I agree.
dude, plays defense. They don't play much defense in
Yeah.
Memphis.
And he's a
and you're
winner.
going to miss Jaw.
Yeah.
So for the first 25 games,
Yeah.
I think I think they're going to come out the gate and do really well. Like
I agree.
17-8 in those
even
first 25.
before, like a year, 2 years ago, they won a lot without Ja when
Yeah.
he was hurt.
Yeah.
So Marcus Smart is a big addition for them.
Yes.
For just losing Tyus Jones.
Yeah.
Which is a backup point guard, but Marcus Smart we know can handle the ball.
Yeah, he can,
Superstar
he can
defender.
distribute.
What's the next trade, Eddie Money?
We went over the Chris Paul, right? We went over Chris Paul and Jordan Poole.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We
Yeah,
did.
yeah. So there are rumors of the Kawhi Leonard and Paul George era ending in Los Angeles,
Which I believe it should be.
Yeah, and so
But where does he go?
The main team that's been talking with the Clippers is the Knicks.
Oh, that's right. I did hear about
Wow.
Wow.
That's
For
that.
who?
But the word about his injury pass.
PGs?
How do you get into the Kawhi Leonard business? To me, if I'm
It's-
a G,
it's
if
PG, I
if
think,
I know,
more
I know,
Paul
but
George.
I'd rather have Paul George than Kawhi Leonard. Not because he's the better player. I think Kawhi Leonard, when he's playing and he's healthy, I think he's top 2 in the NBA. But the guy does not seem to care about playing basketball. And if you're building a business, if I have a car business and my best salesman likes
But PG is
bikes,
also equally hurt as much as Kawhi is.
Yeah.
true, but I feel like PG will
Wants
play
to
hurt.
play more?
Yeah.
What's the deal for PG? Is there a
I don't think there's anything in place I've heard.
is it has to be
has to be like a bunch
RJ
of,
Barrett at least.
Yeah, at least RJ Barrett.
Yeah, probably.
At least.
If you're the Lakers, how can we get PG? He's exactly what we need.
I don't want
He's
Paul
not
George.
exactly what you need.
I
He could
disagree.
shoot his ass off. I love PG.
He
shot.
can, but he's hurt, and they don't need that. They
They need young.
We need a wing shooter.
you need everything. They
Yeah.
don't have 3-point shooting.
They also need size. we
Yeah.
Well,
don't
Did you
need Paul
see
George.
did you see the clip he brought Jerry West on his podcast? And Jerry
PG?
West, yeah. Jerry West, they're talking about like injuries and
I
like
saw that.
and like
I didn't
players
see
how
it.
they don't play that much today. And he goes like, "Man, players are your talent, man. You guys should be playing all the time. Like you and Kawhi, you guys
don't play.
You guys don't play."
Jerry West told him that?
is
And what'd he
just
say?
me.
And Paul George,
There's
he
more
goes,
context to it, but
but like that's
he
the
did.
short clip.
He did say that.
Jerry West straight up G.
Oh, yeah, that's a
straight
great
up G. Dude, you don't fuck with Jerry
But
West.
I think a team like Portland should be in business for Paul George, but they're not moving on from that 3 pick. So
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. I think the Lakers need to add size. And you need, dude, you
They
need
should
to.
sign me and you then.
Well,
not
we're
that size.
we're the wrong size.
That's the wrong size.
Wrong size. Wrong size. We need up, not side.
I think Joker exposed the league, and I think everyone wants bigs now. Before it's like you don't need a big. Now it's you need a big.
Yeah.
I don't know if. Well, you need a big who can actually rebound. Joker killed them. They were killed because they couldn't rebound the ball.
Yeah, that's from Miami too. Miami cannot
Listen,
deal with Joker.
we have 7 minutes. I would like to get young Sunny Flo on the show to talk about what else do we have in, just to talk about a little bit of wrestling and what's coming up on the agenda. But do we have any more NBA?
I can run through it real quick.
Yeah.
These 3 players declined their player options: Chris Middleton, Draymond Green, and Bruce Brown.
I would love to talk about this for a little bit.
Go ahead.
The fact does Jalen not Jalen Brown, who's the second guy?
Draymond.
Draymond Green think he's going to get more than $27 million a year?
Is that what he declined?
That's what he declined.
I don't think he's-
To me, that's crazy. I understand
No,
him
I
not
don't-
wanting to be there and wanting to go somewhere else, but who in the heck is going to pay Draymond Green $28 to $30 million a year?
Mine more shocking is Middleton, the $40 million.
$40 million.
That's
I mean, unless he thinks he's maybe going to get a 3-year deal at like 65 or something.
just crazy to me.
Off of the injury that he had, yeah.
These
but
guys are declining.
Maybe Draymond thinks the same thing. Maybe he thinks he can get a longer deal with a little bit more money, a 3-year deal. You know,
So Draymond was in Paris with LeBron at the Louis Vuitton thing, and he's also represented by Clutch Sports. Do you think Draymond is a Laker next year?
you think that?
Yeah.
And
You believe
and
that?
is it for less? Because listen, Draymond, we all know his next career. He's an amazing talker. He's going to be a podcast guy. Come to LA. I'm sure LeBron's like, we'll build a whole production company around you if you sign for $20 million a year
Or
that's
less.
That's the only thing I could think of, because $27 million a year to turn that down, like you said, it's almost crazier than Middleton turning that shit down.
Yeah, I don't. I think he can. LA needs a player like Draymond, although he's aging and he can't score. But he plays bigger than AD.
Yeah,
Way bigger.
Unfortunately,
That's
Facts.
100%. He plays bigger. I think he would have done a much better job against Joker than AD did. So
Facts.
I mean that would be a good signing for them. But for the Lakers, you still need shooters. I think Seth Curry, those type of shooters. You need those shooters.
Now let's talk about Middleton. Like, you're in the perfect situation with Giannis. He sets you up to score. Like, why wouldn't you want to play in a place that wins? By the way, they were, the number one seed. They were the favorites to win. What is he looking for? Why?
probably just a contract, not 1 year.
Yeah, I think longer than a 1 year deal, something more than 40 for a couple years.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Like for me, Middleton makes sense on a lot of teams.
Yeah,
A shit ton of teams. He can be your third option. He can be your
Miami,
fourth option. Portland. I mean,
Philly.
Philly. I don't know because they have Harris, but there's a lot of teams that he makes sense for. Back to Milwaukee maybe for a longer term deal for less money.
So maybe that's what it is.
So we'll see. It's going to be good. And the thing I like about the NBA is that in June it's over and we're kicking right back up.
Yeah,
early October.
we're big NBA guys. So listen, we want to end the show. If you guys didn't hear the beginning, we have a special guest, my youngest, who wrestles for Team Puerto Rico national team. He also wrestles for the University of North Carolina, the Tar Heels. And Sonny, I don't know if you've noticed, but we've gone over a bunch of stuff with the new rules. Just tell the people your name and your background and how you know me.
Well, if you haven't heard already, but I am this guy's son, of course.
Yes.
And he put me through pretty much a hard training camp for a few years, and it ended up taking me to North Carolina and being
Awesome,
a part of
by
the
the
Puerto
way.
Rican.
I would love to do a show on parents and young athletes. That would be a great show. I want to bring in Ruben Valencia for that, because there's certain sports.
That'd be horrible.
When you talk about like Rafa, Barry Zito, we all know what his dad did. Trevor Bauer, these athletes who become elite, they have a background. They have a lot of similarities, and it's usually their dads pushing them beyond limits. It's very, it's not normal.
No.
It's not a normal thing. And these parents who think their kids are going to be superstars and they practice 3 times a week, and little Johnny is so good, he's so this and that, but little Johnny's tired. He doesn't want to do this. You have to match your goals with your work ethic. And a lot of times, as Sonny could tell you, even Sonny reached the highest point in high school, state champion. And when he got to North Carolina, talk about how you struggled even when you got to, North Carolina, how difficult it was.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Talking to that mic a little bit. Sorry.
Sorry about that. But for basically the first 4 months of college, I didn't score a single point. And pretty much my face was on the mat for about 10 minutes about live. So it was very difficult. And there was points where I was like, dude, I don't know what can I do at this point. And I don't know how. I mean, obviously it takes practice and getting your ass beat a few times, and then you eventually learn. But, yeah, it's just something that you don't play with. And I wish people told me a little bit more before I came there, because no one really wants to tell you that. They want to, hey, you're the recruit, you're the good guy.
Yeah, they pump you up, and then
the second you come in, it's a rude awakening. They don't give a damn who you are.
Yeah,
it's really just like you're thrown into the wolves, and if you survive, it's up to you. And if you don't, you're in the back and you're forgotten. So
I would have to imagine it's like that in every sport. Like, you're the best quarterback, and then you go to USC, and all of a sudden
you're nobody.
You're 6th depth chart.
Yeah,
and
you're not even.
You
dressing.
guys have all been through that shit, right? Where you're just like, they hype you up, they tell you you're this and that. Then when you're there, it's like, get in line, Papa. I just told that dude the same story.
Yeah, so you got to earn it. And that guy's been here for 3 years, and you're the dude just rolling in, and like you said, 4 months of brutal beatings.
I think that's the biggest thing too. Is like, because like we're all been recruits before, and like then you see these guys you see these recruits come in, and you look at them and you're like, oh God, like I feel bad for you, dude. I hope you're enjoying what you have now, because you're gonna come into a storm, because you don't know. You don't have the slightest clue. It is the craziest thing.
Yeah.
sorry to cut you. Let me ask you. Now that you've been there for a couple years,
Yeah.
you see when the recruits come in, you're like, all right, we're getting it. You're gonna go after them. You
Oh,
give
yeah.
them their 4 months of rubbing their face in the mat and not
Yes.
scoring a point.
Yeah,
You let 'em have it.
Yeah, 100%. That's
They
how
all think they're the
competitive
shit.
college is, and it's crazy. Like people, they do believe like
They're the shit.
they're the shit, and you have to wake them up real fast. And I'm telling you now, like, especially with like kind of the egos that are building up with like kind of the generation building up. I feel,
Right.
I don't know if it's just me, but like I feel like it's only getting worse.
Oh, it's 100%
I think
getting
it's just
worse.
getting worse. And I mean, yeah, like.
Listen, I want to get into this topic for a little bit. I think this is an important topic, and I have a lot of respect for my son in this thing, because a lot of people have and this goes for across the board for these young athletes in high school, especially with the NILs and everything. And a big thing for me is, and I've always told young kids and my children this, in an era now where people want to be famous, it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. You talk to kids and like, what do you want to do? I want to be famous. And as a society, we're looking at this wrong. Be great at what you do. And because you're great, you will gain notoriety and fame. But kids just want to be famous. It's the Kardashian fucking thing. They're famous for doing fucking nothing. I mean,
But not even that though. It's also the parents too that try to push that crap too. Like,
Oh, it's 100% the parents.
Yeah.
Like, dude, there's like,
it's not just they get it from somewhere. They don't wake up just I want to be famous. No, I mean they're seeing the stuff on their phone. They're seeing all these people getting famous off of crap, and they want to be a part of it.
yeah, and the parents now, like, some of the you can't treat the kids the same way you
Yeah.
treated Sonny, and some of the parents are like, oh no, you can't yell at them like that, and they get up and
oh
they
yeah, this is why we have to have Ruben Valencia on this show. He will he will destroy all this shit. So here's the thing, real quick, and this is why I give Sonny respect, because he has a lot of opportunities to do sponsorship and have social media opportunities to maybe make a buck here and a deal here. And if I was giving advice to these young athletes in college, which I have no business doing, by the way, because I didn't do any of that. But my thing is, do something first. Make your name. Accomplish something. And then you have the right to promote something. But these people want to get a scholarship and promote themselves and then try to be something. I am of the opinion that earn something, make a name for yourself, be good at something, and then if you want to promote, then you have value. But what value are you if you're promoting this, that, and this, but you suck?
Now, do you think that's why I think NIL deals are kind of an issue sometimes? You give a kid XYZ amount of money, still in high school. Now he's showing up to school with this, that, and the other thing. He gets to college, and it's just CJ knows we're not naming people.
Yeah.
But they get there and they don't perform the way they did here, there, down there, up there, whatever.
I think it's a huge issue.
And that's because now they're paying. Oh, well, fuck, I got $2 million. Well, I'm set.
Yeah.
And they don't perform
Yes.
up to their level.
What's your opinion on that, Sonny Flo?
Well, see, like that's the thing. Like I thought NIL was just gonna be strictly a college athlete thing, but like, yeah, why? There's no business for high schoolers needing $2 million for absolutely no reason. High school has not proved anything in anything.
Yeah, you haven't made it to the next level.
And especially in wrestling, it's the craziest thing because you see people that won world championships and they go to college and nothing.
Yeah.
And absolutely nothing. So, like, I don't understand how college, I mean, I see, like, I guess coming into college, okay, we obviously want you at this college, or especially football, basketball, whatever. Like, only way to get them is through money, supposedly.
It's happening crazy in college. Kids are asking for $150,000 in college wrestling. They don't make that kind of money. It's not a producer. It's not a money-making sport.
Now, let me ask you something. For the basketball side, I think it's tough because the guys only play 1 year. But let's say, like, for the football kids, right? You bring in this kid. Well, how about they're not eligible to take an NIL deal until you perform, let's say. Let's say Bryce Young, freshman year, he's a fucking star. Here's $5 million because you're going to stay here to go.
Yeah.
And you've proved it. You earned that fucking money.
That to me, that's
right?
legit.
Because this kid, like, for example, we're watching the NBA draft. Julian Phillips just gets drafted. He's the 35th pick. He probably made more money in college than he's going to make this next season in the NBA.
Insane. It's crazy. It's backwards.
I think they should be able to perform first, and then you can pay them.
Yeah.
I think.
You ask Michael Jordan, he says this about sports, and it's everything's upside down. It's eventually going to have to recalibrate and switch. But to end off on this, Sonny, just want to say, thank you for being on the show. I've always wanted you on the show. I know you got to go see fucking Spider-Man for the 32nd fucking time. Real quick on the 3-point takedown. Like or dislike?
I like it, but it's not enough. It has to change the freestyle.
Yes. Freestyle wrestling, baby.
That's Olympic wrestling, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The only reason why I say that is because now people are going to be scared to get taken down, and now it's just going to be a defensive game. Because if you get taken down, you're screwed.
Yeah.
You're pretty much screwed at this point. Because first of all, getting a takedown in folk style is, oh my god, it's horrifying.
Yeah.
You get on a guy's leg and you're ready to about scramble for the next 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something? So now you different rules in college, obviously, and you compete for Puerto Rico. So you compete for Puerto Rico. You compete for the University of North Carolina. The rules are different.
Yeah.
Do you struggle with training at sometimes? Doing some no.
No, the transition's smooth. I mean, the bottom line is take the other dude down.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line of wrestling.
Right.
And that's where all the action comes from. And then other than that, it's pretty simple in freestyles. The
And
rules are pretty simple.
how are the guys at North Carolina with the rule changes? Training and all that. How's that going? Is there any big adjustments or? I'm not into. I don't know wrestling anything about wrestling, but
I mean, yeah. I mean, I know my team and I know their style as of now, and we're pretty lazy guys. We're not guys that want to go and attack all the time. So I know for a fact it's just gonna be shut down. I don't want to. I'm gonna get a takedown in the last minute and call it a day. That's gonna be.
So you're actually thinking this might hurt the sport at the beginning?
Yes.
You think it's gonna be less action?
Yes.
So you're going to be a lot more defensive.
Getting out of bottom was your only chance of pretty much. Oh, now I have a chance
To score.
Yeah.
Wow, that's an interesting take.
But now
I didn't look at it that way.
Well, see, for the guys like Iowa and whatever, I'm like, oh, this is golden for them. But see, if I'm wrestling an Iowa guy, I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah.
How am I gonna come back? If I get taken down, how am I gonna come back? He's gonna major me, and I'm gonna get majored in less than 2 minutes. I mean, I'm not saying me, but I'm saying
Yeah. No, I hear you.
if you're going against tough competition, you're gonna be screwed. There's gonna be a lot of majors and a lot of techs from the Penn States, all the top Big Ten schools.
Penn State, they suck.
So it's going to be a lot less scoring.
I wouldn't say that, but I would say it's going to be a lot more defensive.
A lot more defensive wrestling.
Yes.
That's why we had to make the full transition.
And that's what you guys are working on in North Carolina right now?
I wouldn't. No, we're never working on defense. That's never the goal. The goal is to
attack.
to score. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, that depends on your training, really. The coaches give you the tools. It depends if you want to use them or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, listen, everybody, that is episode 36. Sonny, thank you. Eddie Money.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck, by the way, North Carolina
CJ.
this season. Team Puerto Rico.
Team Puerto Rico. Bad Bunny, we need your